All right. So,
Mine's only signed by Neil, and I don't think I'll get Terry.
Yeah, that's tough.
so here's the thing. For those who don't remember, we came down this staircase, and I believe we've got our action points back
We're on our way to Czar.
because we didn't use them in the last encounter. So even if we got them back before that, we should all have an action point now. Because the last encounter, very little happened. Many minions died rapidly, and that was that.
Spoiler, when you reach the end, you realize, actually, he's not named Tsar, he is the Tsar.
Oh,
Nicholas II of the Romanovs. This is where he went to.
wow, what a plot twist.
That is quite a twist.
Never saw it coming.
It turns out we were able to get a lot more grants by switching this to be an educational D&D adventure.
It's
So,
historical.
yeah, ready for some European history.
Yeah, Steve is now playing the Princess Anastasia.
Again.
I assume he's always doing that.
Yeah.
Can I be the crazy one with the beard?
Rasputin.
Done. Rasputin. Yeah, you're all set.
Also,
you're,
great beard.
you're a cleric.
Yeah, that's
Dwarf.
right.
You probably have a
Pretty
beard.
much the
I can
same.
be crazy.
That's good.
Hold on. I can probably simulate a beard.
All right, and I think that's about it.
This is going to be... Yes.
Oh, man.
That's good podcasting.
My connection is so poor,
feel a
I
sudden
can't even
compunction
see
to
half
do whatever
of
you
so
say.
I'm missing the beard.
Yeah, we
Very sad.
lost your video, but we can hear you
It's a
fine.
great
I
beard.
can see it.
See, and I've lost all your video.
It gives
I
me a
see
little
your
icon over you, I think, that suggests your video bandwidth is deteriorating.
It's unhappy.
I mean, we can see you. You look wonderful, Erica, from over here. That's all I can say.
Great, thanks.
I can see and hear Erica.
Raise your hand if you
Right.
can see her.
But I can't.
Yeah, that doesn't help her. All right, should we do
Sarah,
this?
that's incredible. Just FYI.
Yeah,
Thank you.
at some point we should.
I am a
That
dwarf.
is a truly epic dwarven
That's really
beard.
weird.
That's right.
Okay,
All right,
Where's the beard?
DMs.
Jason, are you reading us in, or are we
Sure,
just starting?
I can. Sure.
Shouldn't be this aroused right now.
How
I'm
aroused
out.
should you be?
Peace. Good night, Steve Lutz.
Yay, aroused.
We're back on the Total Party Kill podcast and have just ascended some stairs. And what should I see before me but the faces of our dungeon's master, Dan Morin and Tony Sindelar. Gentlemen, take it away.
Hello, nerds. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Total
Hello.
Party Kill. Yes, as we may recall from our last session, our heroes have descended into Undermountain, the legendary labyrinth beneath a mountain.
Why do we do that?
Well, as it turns out, you are all incredibly foolish.
Oh.
It seemed like a
Bad
good
life
idea.
Choices have been made. You fought your way, I believe, last time through among other things, a kobold laboratory. I believe you purloined a notebook, which I believe you can see an illustration of on our website.
Yes,
I hope we killed a lot of those guys.
kobolds are very good artists.
Yeah. You learned a lot about Kobold University and higher education, the problems they're in.
You're pretty much all caked with kobold blood at this point.
That's a feature, not a bug.
There are also bugs.
You pass through one of the doors in the laboratory, and you found some short stairs and are confronted by a pair of goblins. Let us quickly refresh our own memory and the memory of our listeners as to our current roster of players. Jason Snell, take it away. You are.
Hello, I am Peter Dragonforge. Please, Mr. Dragonforge is my father's name. I am a lawful good paladin who is just really happy to be here, and apparently also horribly racist toward kobolds and bugbears.
We're learning a
So
lot
far.
about each other in this adventure.
Yeah, there's good sides and bad sides.
Yep.
Monty Ashley, you are.
I am Melik, a tiefling wizard. I know all.
About
there's nothing
orbs.
else to go from there. He
Yeah,
knows
I
about
know he
Jesus
knows
all.
everything that a level 2 character knows about the world. He's like a college freshman 2 weeks into the first semester.
I know some things.
Wait till Thanksgiving. He's going to tell his parents a thing or two.
Erica Ensign, you were playing.
I am playing Flessa, a very, very small human rogue. Small in stature, small in smarts.
Big and tumbling.
Big in tumbling, yes indeed.
And Sarah Barber.
I am playing Rizwin, a dwarven cleric who's searching for fun history things that I can share with my clan back home.
You have taken some wrong turns.
A few.
You ended up with these guys. How did that happen?
Guys, there's this book and it's empty.
That was the voice
that's
of Steve
pretty much
Lutz. That was Steve Lutz who was playing.
It's me, Alestrin, the Elven Ranger, who, in spite of what others might tell you, has the right attitude towards nature and all things natural.
Nope.
Yeah,
Which is that they
speaking
are bad and should be
speaking
held
against
down.
that, I think, is our resident druid, Serenity Caldwell.
Hello. I'm playing Kay, who is in fact a half elf druid, looking for some cures for a terrible disease that is.
I really feel bad for all the things you guys have to do back home when you all die here in this labyrinth.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of
unhappy
life
people.
goals. So
All right,
hopefully
so
they were not like let's just send one guy. And,
we're
one
pinning
person.
all our hopes.
Yeah.
That's how fantasy novels work.
They don't even like me in my
No
village.
diversifying. So as you come down these stairs, a pair of goblins see you, and they seem to brace for a fight. And a dog.
It's almost as if they know us.
So the two goblins have their weapons out, and they're looking at you, ready to tussle. There is a third goblin kind of peeking out from behind the corner. I don't know if you can see him on the map.
Yeah.
He's got a little bit of cover. There's also, so our adventurers are looking down this hallway, which kind of takes a right angle turn, and there's a third goblin hiding around that corner. But strangely, at the point of the turn in the hallway, there seems to be kind of a bunch of kind of debris and kind of the corpses of various vermin
You find that strange?
lying on the ground there. There seems to be an unusually large percentage. Like this is just like a great place for rats to hang out and die. Right here in this corner.
This is where the rat race
more
ends.
vermin
That
in
may
the
or may
corner
not be
before.
significant to whatever's about to happen next. So I think
It's in the Zagrat guide.
oh,
Took your waitresses, everybody.
Oh my God.
That was
All right, I'm out.
Man.
So I think that the goblins have rolled initiative. I don't know if you guys have.
I'm not gonna.
You're gonna take a bold new approach to Dungeon or Dragon?
It never works out for me.
Do we have a magic
All
way to
right.
roll initiative?
First, I have to select myself. Where
Click
am I?
on something and do
Yeah,
some
you
other
can
thing.
find
Actually, hold on.
Oh, there should be a little initiative button in the corner if it's still there from last time, bottom left.
It's
I'm
not.
using mine. It keeps saying.
I think we have
You
some.
need to go to your settings and add it to your macro
Hold on.
thing.
You know what? I can take care of
Quick
this for
bar.
you guys if you'd like.
Damn.
I'm gonna roll initiative for everybody.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah,
Don't
mine-
you roll initiative for me.
Well rolled,
I
Dan.
know
what
it
you're
for
doing.
me.
All
I
right.
don't know
I
what's
don't care.
happening with my
It's
thing.
fine.
This is
Boy, I don't know how that goes.
Is this the show?
I thought you knew everything.
Show. All right. Let me see who we've got
The
here.
initiative show.
I'm doing a lot of rolling right now. It's going great.
Oh, come on. Kay had like way better initiative.
I
than
love
that.
this
Yeah, I
initiative.
had a 13. How
I'm
did
glad
that
to be a
happen?
part of
You're
it.
at
Because
21.
Hold on, I'll fix it.
You
There was leftovers from last time. with the
Cheat.
phone. I forgot.
Fix is in.
jerks.
That's me. We're jerks.
You are jerks.
All right. Wow, the goblins did not do great. Who are we still missing? This win.
Well, that's
Does
better
the
than
pile
roll
of vermin
four,
get to
so-
roll?
Melik. Pile of Vermin is not apparently rolling for initiative.
Apparently. That's a hint, guys. Be careful of that pile of vermin.
Good call. All right.
I don't know. We've been defeated by statues, so.
So it looks like Melik is at the top of the order.
As it should be. I raise my orb.
Hey,
Start
now.
chanting some mystic runes.
Say a cheers. Cheers.
Please hold.
Mazel tov. Melech.
Everyone, the goblins are trembling in anticipation.
Yeah.
At your orb.
We are.
And then, finally,
And then.
grasping
then-
shadows flood out of my orb
Oh, I
sounds
hate when
scary.
that happens.
based on this square here.
There's medication
So
for that.
behind that goblin.
Yeah.
So
As this is a burst 1.
so your grasping shadows are going to hit every goblin in this hallway, even the one who would probably have cover from a lot of other attacks. He will
But not
get-
that, because
not from that.
Yeah, it's right
That's
next
right.
to him. Tell me
shadows
about-
will writhe in the designated area. Any creature that enters the area will take psychic damage and blah blah and be slowed. And
All right. So you're gonna roll once for all three of these guys. Let's go left to right.
All right. First one. This is versus Will.
9 versus Will.
9.
That will not hit a goblin.
The second one, I have rolled an
That's a
8.
1. So that will also not hit a
You
goblin.
did your first roll, Monty, was a 2.
yes.
Your second roll was a 1.
Excited to see what happens
You
next.
can't technically do worse on your third roll. So
That's better.
15. A 15 will hit a goblin. So you
Ah.
nailed that guy around the corner there. What
Take
happens
that, jerk.
as the shadows grasp at him?
1d8 plus 5 damage. Also, he is slowed.
All right. I will notate that he is slowed, and he will take some damage.
+5.
He gives a kind of annoyed goblin squeal at being psychically damaged.
Please enjoy 8 psychic damage.
He will not. I don't think he will actually enjoy that. I think he is not enjoying that. So
Thanks, buddy. Thanks for the damage.
All right. So he'll take 8 psychic damage.
Steve is correct. This is the one prospector goblin.
And I have a question. Is there a door behind us where our party stops up at the top of the map?
There is.
There is a door. However, you came through that door, so I don't know. You could probably.
You could retreat
I probably
backward
didn't
and-
close it behind us.
You could probably retreat backward into the laboratory if you wanted
Though
to.
I will note that you are next to a goblin who has a sword out, so he might take a swing at you as you scurry away.
But I feel like he's possibly going to do that even if I don't scurry away and just stand here in
Excellent
swiping range.
So you feel like you're going to get stabbed back
Is-
up
is
no
there-
matter what.
is
It's very
there-
a question of when.
Is there room for him to? Could he shift back to next to me?
No.
Nope.
You guys have all nicely given him
Yeah.
no room to go. It's almost like
You packed him in sardine style.
Can we
We
just
were
do a
in the
little
landscape
rotation where I move forward and he moves back? We kind of do
you
this.
want, you want a castle. You want a
And
castle.
now we're
I do.
cha-chaing.
Yeah. Well, there's another game where you get to do that. I don't know what it's called, but you can play that.
I would like to take my move and walk back here into the black
Alright.
void on the other side of the door.
You're going to get a little bit of quality goblin short sword in the face as you do that.
That
Go
is
ahead
a
and try.
16 versus armor class.
Oh, yeah? Well, my armor class is 16.
That will hit you unless you would like to do something to prevent it.
Any paladins or anything giving me a bonus to armor class?
I think I am. Am I not? Don't I give everybody a +1 in the party?
I think you may do that, Peter.
I give you a
Dragonforge.
perception bonus.
I'm impressed that you remember that.
Yeah.
If
He
so,
didn't. I reminded him.
How are you for perception?
Quiet, Monty. Shush.
All right, I think
Alright,
your
so
perception's
I
okay.
think-
Peter, I'm not sure if you have to give him that bonus.
yeah,
You
I
can
believe
withdraw it at any time.
As long as
Do
you are
you really
carrying
wanna
a
help him?
shield, you are giving a +1 shield bonus to AC to all of your buddies.
So Melik scurries away, and the goblin jabs at him with his little short sword, and Peter Dragonforge hops in there with his shield and takes the blow.
Or just tells them, I guess, that he has a shield.
Yeah,
Since
he's
it's
like, I got a
right.
shield!
Guys, shield.
Yeah.
Shield.
Well, my shield is revealed as he moves past me and runs up
Yeah.
the stairs.
So,
Hooray.
It's very
you're safe-
shiny, and shiny things are distracting, as we all
Sparkle,
know.
glint, sparkle.
So,
You are
Also, don't get
safely not,
distracted.
face to face with a revolting-looking goblin. Not all goblins are revolting-looking, but that guy.
That
is.
guy's ugly.
Yeah. He's,
You've taken a standard attack and a move action. Do you have anything else you would like to do with your minor
Prospectors
action?
especially hideous.
No, thank you. I
result.
will be wherever I am in this black void on the other side of the door.
All right. Peter Dragonforge, you're up.
Can I shift up and attack this guy, or charge him, or what?
To charge, but you can definitely shift up and take a swing at him.
Okay, well, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to shift up, and the guy right in front of me, I'm going to attack him with my Ardent Strike.
All right. Give it a whack.
16 versus AC.
That will hit a goblin.
Yeah! All right. That does 1d8 plus 4 damage. I'll do that on the computer, because I can do that.
Can you?
10
damage.
damage. And
Alright.
he is subject to my divine sanction. If he does not attack me, bad things happen to him.
All right. He'll keep that in mind. You seem to have his attention, though. I will say that.
All right.
You've used a move and a standard. Any minor actions for you? Or are you all set?
I think I can only divine sanction one guy at a time. Is that right? Or can I also, now that I
believe
did the
that's-
Ardent Strike, can I also issue a divine challenge with my minor?
Actually, I believe you can do a divine challenge separately. The divine sanction is imposed directly by the attack, and divine challenge is something you can do on your turn as a minor action.
All right,
so
then-
you could target one of the other guys.
Then I am going to provide with my minor the divine challenge to the gentleman next to him. Or let's say the gentleman around the corner. Actually, it's a burst 5. I'm going to take the guy who's lurking around the corner, apply my divine challenge to him as well. He also will take damage if he chooses not to attack me.
There's a guy around the corner? Oh my god.
Well, you can see he's got a little cutlass showing there. So
All right.
I
so
hope that's what that
if
is.
you are marking him, I will denote that.
they're
we
both
can-
marked.
Yep. Yep.
I've given him the Bahamut sign.
The old Bahamut evil eye?
Yep.
Is that what you're doing? All right, we're going to put a little...
Dragons coming to get you. Dragons.
What happened to Bahamut?
Look,
He's flexible in his pronunciation.
my father pronounces it that
dogmatic
way. My friends don't. I'm going to go with my friends for now, but if at Sunday school or Thursday school or whatever that Bahamut Day school, I'm going to pronounce it that way or my dad gets mad. All right?
When
Bahamut
you
Day.
get back up, when you get back up to the circle.
Yeah, but down here, anything goes.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a
Pronunciation is Bahamut anyway.
Peter Dragonforge is done. Let's move on to Flessa.
I say, boss, which one should I attack? I don't care which boss answers.
This is how management problems arise.
I can't see
Attack
anyone
the pile of rats.
anymore. So
Attack the one that Peter just attacked.
Okay, that is the one that I will attack, and I will stay where I am and just chuck a dagger at it with a very sly flourish. So that is a 29 to hit
Yeah, that nails the goblin right
Might
between
hit.
the eye.
Good job.
for 11 damage.
All right, 11 damage.
I was aiming for his ear. Did I hit his ear?
Yeah, his ear pops right off. He's bloodied.
Yeah, he has blood
Finally, he's
pouring
bloody.
out of the hole.
He's just sort of,
tough guy.
my ear! Why?
These guys are not
I needed that!
minions.
You're not your average, ordinary, everyday goblin.
All right. Flessa, so you have not moved or used a minor action. Would you like to do anything else?
I will scooch over to these right now.
Okay.
If I can get my character to move. Come on. There we go.
All right.
Got
Let
my
us
back.
move to Olestrin.
Yay! All right. So, let's see. What's the little shield on this bloody
That is
goblin?
divine sanction
I
imposed
marked
by
him.
your friend Peter Dragonforge.
Oh, I thought the guy around the corner got that.
He got both. He's
got
that good.
both?
We just can't-
He's a marking machine.
We just
That
can't
is
see
some
him.
serious sanctioning.
Oh yeah.
All right.
he's also slowed the guy around the corner.
Yeah,
All
he's,
right.
he's having a bad day.
Well, then I'm going to go ahead and kick off a two-fanged strike wherein I shoot two arrows. Count them, two arrows.
For the price of one?
1, 2. I did
I'm
it.
going to have to charge you for both. But,
Counting is exciting.
all right, I'm going to use my bonus action to pat Flessa on the head.
This adventure is so educational.
And
Today's
then
session is
grant
brought
money.
to you by the number 2.
I'm going to fire one arrow at the bloody guy and one at the guy next to him.
Sounds great. All right, tell me about the bloody guide first.
So, roll. I'm actually going to use the computer because it's been nice to me so far. D20 plus 8. That's a stinking 10.
Yeah, that computer really gave up on you really quick
Yeah.
there.
Eat it,
He would have
computer.
hit him in the ear, but he doesn't have an ear anymore.
Yeah, right through that empty space that used to be occupied by him.
Sorry.
All right.
He
That's,
looks at his friend and says, "Hey!"
all right, I'm gonna okay. It's on to the next guy then. I'll give the computer one more chance. And what just
We're
happened?
great for Monty.
There it goes.
Wow,
Much
an
better.
18, 20.
That's a 27.
That's much
All
better.
right. So that'll nail a goblin. What kind of damage is that guy looking at?
That's gonna do 11 damage.
All right.
So you're bloodied too, Buster.
No, he's not bloodied, but
What? The other guy only took 11.
No,
Oh,
he
yeah, he
also
hit a couple
got.
times.
Yeah, I
Oh,
hit him
did?
too.
Wow.
Yeah, I gave him
Sorry.
10.
Sorry,
I gave him
Steve.
10 damage. So
And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna
Nice
slide
try.
over one square just because I don't want to waste that move action.
ants in your
Would you like to do anything
pants.
with your minor there?
You know what?
or-
Actually, that's a lie. I'm gonna slide over to that square. What's my speed here? So,
Hey, Buck.
I can go 7 squares. So I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I'm gonna end on this square over here because it's
Really
a
You're
good.
on the east bank. You're on the west bank.
the night of
You're on one
dance move.
side.
I'm gonna
You're
start
on the other
I'm
side.
gonna start tracking Olestrin squares and let him know when his shoes wear out. And he's gonna walk through the rest of the adventure barefoot.
I don't need shoes. I'm an elf. I
Really?
have fey feet.
Were you doing some
The
moonwalking there?
The next level of the dungeon is just all broken glass.
Good.
It's all Die Hard up in here.
I'm gonna make fists with my toes.
It's like Die Hard in a dungeon. All right, Olestrin.
I would not
I'm not going to
finance
ask
that
you if
movie.
you're done because you're done.
Take an action
I
point and walk
successfully
some more.
used up all of the available moves available to me.
Yeah, well played. Rizwin.
Well,
So I cede the floor to the next player.
thanks, Alestra. I am going to smash this goblin that's in front of me in the face
Okay.
with Sonliner's hammer. I've been practicing that.
Next time, maybe use your own hammer.
Yep.
Well, my hammer is Mordenkrad, and it is also Sonliner's hammer.
It's a hammer of many names.
Roll 1d plus, and it adds, maybe that would hit. Maybe
12,
not.
that is versus AC.
Yes.
That's a little shy of a goblin. It rebounds off said goblin's armor.
Well, that sucks.
It does.
All right. I guess I have a minor. I could maybe do something with it, but I was really hoping I could, smash him in the face.
Pat Flessa on the head for luck.
It's true. Maybe I should do that.
Plus, she counted to 2.
That's
She
true.
deserves a little.
Did.
All right.
Twice as high as her previous record.
I'm gonna go like this and say, okay, I'm done. There's nothing else I can do.
Oy vey, she says.
All right. Kay.
I am mute. Okay. So Kay is in the back here, but that's actually kind of fine. She's all right with that. She's gonna target the goblin who is bloodied, and throw out a jolt of lightning. Bolt of lightning.
The lightning.
Down to the sky. Let's see if the computer will let me do that. How is a 22 versus Fortitude?
Fortitude. That will nail a goblin. It's not very fortitudinous.
Good.
Nice.
Well, that goblin is going to take 1d10 plus 5. He's going to take 11 damage. And he
That-
cannot take opportunity actions until the end of my next turn.
Yeah,
He
he's gonna
cannot
have a
take
turn
any
kick.
option,
Yeah.
any actions,
Dead!
because he is a crispy fried goblin. He drops to the ground.
Hurrah! And I think I'm going to scoop back a little bit. And
Like this is like playing one of those little puzzle games where you like move around the individual tiles.
Yeah.
We left one open spot.
The
Now, like,
traffic jam game.
yeah.
I love
I'm
those
going
games.
that way. And that is my turn.
The goblins thought that this nice narrow tunnel would be a great choke point, but
It turns
The
out
goblin
it's
It
just
is.
for them.
We're choking them.
the goblin who came up with that idea was the first to die.
You know what? I hate to grab the talking stick again since my turn is over and all, but it looks like I blew it on my 2-fanged strike. Apparently, that only targets 1 creature.
Wow.
I have a similar thing called the twin strike, which targets 2, but it does not do the extra +4.
So
of
it's
damage.
just a one fang strike, is what you're saying.
So take. What I'm saying is take 4 points of damage off this other goblin here.
Thanks for nothing, Steve.
Honor system. I'm nothing if not honorable.
I would say you're nothing then.
Yeah,
That goblin brightens considerably. He's looking upbeat now. He's looking up for that guy.
He's still bloody. Or no, he's not.
No, he's not
Sorry.
bloody. He's even better. He's great.
All right. So speaking of the goblins, I believe it's their turn.
It is.
Oh, good.
That seems unlikely. I'm sure they went already.
Cheat to win, Lonnie. Cheat to win.
Well, if it's
So
like
our
that,
first
I give
goblin
you my
here-
4 points back.
I believe he's kind of toe to toe with Rizwin, so he's probably going to just try and jab at Rizwin with his short sword.
All right.
Can I block it with my beard?
You can try.
Is your beard made of chainmail?
Oh yeah,
Is
I
it a
can
chainmail
finally
beard?
see it.
Maybe.
16 versus AC.
I don't even know what my AC is. My AC is more than that. It is 17 plus 1 for
Plus
my
1 for
warrior.
paladins, yes.
That's right.
It clings off your armor harmlessly.
Off my beard. Thank
Off
you.
your beard of armor.
The goblin looks crestfallen. He had a lot of hopes and dreams bent up in that one
He
stab.
lined up that shot,
Yeah.
Thank God for hair mail.
Well, our other
That's right.
goblin is around the corner, and he doesn't seem interested in kind of jumping into this whole situation you guys have going here. So I think he is just going to throw a dagger, and I think he could totally lob a dagger in the direction of Peter Dragonforge from the protection of his corner there.
Well, he better because he's under my divine sanction.
Well,
Now,
it
would the
seems
goblins
like
necessarily know that they're under divine sanction, or
they
Yes,
do.
they do. They're aware.
They've
felt the glory of Bahamut descend upon them.
Everything else darkens, and Peter
Yeah.
is just this bright, glinty figure in their
it's
sights.
just like they just want to stab him
Ooh.
so much.
Yep, that's
Oh,
that
is
happens
what
a
that
lot.
feeling is.
That happens a lot with me.
He hurls a dagger at Peter Dragonforge. 13 versus AC.
Clang. No good. Not even
That
close.
goblin also
Spoiler.
looks bummed.
Where
Peter
exactly did
Dragonforge
that
is a
dagger
robot.
land?
It bounced off Peter's shield, and I'd say it neatly.
Don't mind me.
Flessa happened to be like holding out her hand, having just thrown a dagger, and that dagger rebounded off Peter's shield and just landed in Flessa's hand. It's almost like she never threw a dagger.
Bahamut is on our side today, my friends.
I think they want it back though, so you might consider that on your turn.
Oh, that's very true. Okay, I'll keep it in mind.
All right, the goblins have gone. The team that did not go great for them. We're back around to Melik in his pool of darkness.
I'm going to walk back in and hope that somebody has left me a spot to stand.
That is not the spot, but there is a spot for you to stand.
Everything's going great.
You can't stand on top of Flessa. That's not
She's
nice.
very small.
We
You
can
probably
squeeze
could.
and share the same square, but then you'll get a minus to attack, so it's probably not best.
Can I
Yeah.
stand here? Is this spot open?
Yes.
Yeah, you're all good.
Great.
There's
then.
also
You got to vacate it by my turn because I need somewhere to bounce back and forth to.
There's also, first of all, ignore him. Second of all, there is now a nice vacated spot up in the front row now that one goblin died.
That's true.
Up next to the enemies with the swords.
Yeah,
Yep.
those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Don't
I
go
don't
there.
think that sounds
Might
good.
want to steer clear of that one.
That is stab front property. That's like,
That is highly.
Ooh, that sounds excellent. I want to go there.
All right, Melik, you moved up there. What are you gonna do?
I will hold my
Stabby and
orb
shiny are not
aloft
the same things.
and cast the Charm of Misplaced Wrath.
ooh.
But they're both good.
There is nothing more charming than misplaced wrath.
Attacking this dude right here.
Okay.
Is a versus will. I have a +7.
You could probably assume that goblins do not have the greatest will.
He is not very willful. He
Okay.
is. He has been charmed. His wrath is now misplaced. Tell me what that.
That. Okay. You slide the target up to 3 squares.
Oh, put him back in the rats.
Slide them into the pile of rats. Pile of rats.
Pile of rats?
Yeah, right here.
Rotted rats.
Push them
Rotten
backwards.
rats.
They are German rats.
Rats. Pile of
Lands
rats.
there.
All right.
With the schnitzel, it's a mittel.
And the target makes a basic attack against a creature of your choice as a free action. The basic attack gains a +2 bonus to the damage roll.
All right. So he slides backwards. You see him kind of hesitate for a second, and he looks kind of freaked out. And then nothing really seems to happen. And he kind of puzzled, and then he's even more puzzled as he turns to his buddy and is just like tries to whack him with a sword.
Yeah, he does.
So he couldn't go all the way back?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. He wanted to shift him too.
Oh, he's all the way back. Sorry.
Yeah.
But he looked. You saw some like trepidation on his face as he got shoved backwards, but nothing seemed to happen. So he whacks out at his buddy there with 15 versus AC, which will nail his friend and do 8 damage.
+2.
Sorry, is there a more
+2.
substantial
Oh,
pile
wow.
of vermin in the corner here than shows up on the map?
How much vermin are you seeing?
Well, I'm seeing I'm counting like 3 bats, 2 voles of some kind.
And a scor-
You're
and like like a
Don't let
scorpion.
anybody ever tell you
There's a
you're not gonna
scorpion
eat
in there
it, okay?
too.
There's like 3 blue rats, which
They're-
is a little odd. In
It's
itself.
representative.
Yeah.
Each of those rats is, say, a pile of like a dozen rats.
Oh, it's like a birthday candle kind
They're
of thing.
stacked.
All right, they're stacked. So there could potentially be something under the pile of rats, is what you're telling me.
I say this is a one rat deep layer of rats.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
One
So
rat
so
strap.
good as a cat box, not so much for hiding an evil creature.
Yeah. They're all the
Yeah.
rats are all they're one rat deep.
But thank you for really breaking down what's going on with the pile of vermin, Steve.
Well, I like to be sure.
So that goblin nailed his buddy, who is now not looking so great, in part because he's like really upset that his friend just stabbed him. But he is bloody. The
Never
other
trust
guy.
a goblin.
Why?
Which
One rat deep is my rat cover
Melik-
band.
Melik, are you all good?
Yeah, that's me.
You're Dragonforge.
Moving up there. Can I from here? Can I take a melee basic on the guy who's diagonally from me?
He's gonna have some pretty good cover because of that corner. So
All
it's
right.
gonna be hard.
All right.
Can't
And
you
if
just lean out around the corner?
so
and
so
whack
if I move here, am I in peril from having guys on either side of me, or am I
You're not
okay?
flanked.
You're not flanked.
But
As you
well,
move into that square,
Well, no. I'm asking, should I move in there? Hold on. I know there are rats there, and something might happen to me. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do here. But I am the damage taker, so I'm going to move there. Go ahead.
excellent choice. Excellent
story
choice,
short.
Peter
Too
Dragonforge.
late.
you'll
I don't-
probably
Tell him what he's won.
You won the opportunity to make a saving throw.
Roll a d20.
Oh.
Peter.
4.
Oh, 4.
That, for people listening at home, is not how you roll a good saving.
No, I should have used my big dice instead of the stupid computer dice. I'm
Yes.
never doing that again.
Peter Dragonforge, suddenly you feel cold everywhere.
Okay.
And you realize that your feet are affixed to the ground.
Okay.
You are stuck to the floor, frozen. In fact, you are what is considered restrained, and you are taking ongoing 10 cold damage.
Wow.
Or
my God.
emaciated
As
rats,
you,
then we
as
would've
you
known
look
that.
down, you realize that the various other creatures in this little area seem to be frozen to the ground as well. Feel free to share that information with your friends or let them learn on their own.
Yeah, well, I am. I'm frozen to the ground. Something's not right here.
Hey, are those rats still alive and frozen to the ground, or are they dead and frozen to the ground?
Those rats look like they were at some point frozen and then never being able to escape, potentially died from not having anything to eat.
Right. So had you told us that they were emaciated rats, we might have had a heads up here.
They're not
But
emaciated,
no.
they're dead.
Well, they died from probably starvation if they were
Yeah, but
frozen
then
to
the
the
corpse
ground,
is
right?
bloated. So,
Steve,
you know.
I think you're learning a lot of important lessons about the rolling of perception on rat checks.
Look, I've got a perception bonus for everybody, okay? Just want to make sure everybody
All right.
knows
Yeah,
that.
the
This is
bonus,
not CSI Undermountain.
the bonus only helps if you use it, Steve.
So,
I'm sitting to the back, moving back and forth 7 squares at a time. Could I have used that to do a perception check on rats? Sure, but what?
Well, I was trying to get a good view of things. I was just making sure I had
Well, Lester's doing like this. He's like, can I see here? What about over here? Can I see? Are the rats up there?
Nope,
What's going
still
on?
not good over here. Nope.
Okay.
This is all Hannah Lester.
so, am I able to attack from this position?
Yes,
Yeah,
conveniently.
you're restrained. I will tell you what that means if you are so inclined to know.
Sure.
Restrained is a condition that has a number of effects on you. Among other things, as Tony said, you can't really move. So you can not be pulled, pushed, or slid. The only way to get out of that is to teleport. You are going to take a -2 penalty to attack rolls, and you are granting combat advantage.
All right. So here's my next question. I have a minor action called Divine Metal that lets. It's an encounter power that allows a nearby creature to resist an affliction. Can I cast that on myself or not?
It says, let's see, the target is, I believe, one creature
Burst.
in burst.
In burst 10.
You can do that. However, that is a minor action that you can use on your encounter. You are not making a saving throw right now, and I'm not sure.
Wait, hold on a second.
Well,
One
the
second, let
action
me,
forces a saving throw.
Yeah, let me check with. Let me consult with my code DM.
Let me mute the microphone and secretly consult. Hide behind the screen, boys. It's cold. My feet are cold. I need some socks. Anybody got any socks? I need some
see if I can
socks.
do
I actually
something
just took
my
mine off.
grandmother knit me.
Didn't Mr. Dragonforge tell you to wear socks before you went out?
No, Mrs.
Probably, we can
Dragonforge
never
did.
listen to that guy.
All right, I have consulted with my learned colleague. We are going to say, yeah, make a saving throw with the applicable bonus.
Do it
All
better
right.
than your last one.
Don't do it. Don't do it. It's a trap.
You roll 1.
I rolled a 4, so that's 8.
Well, you didn't do any worse than last.
No, I didn't do any worse than last time.
Fixated on 4
All right.
today.
Well,
So
I
you
am
try
going.
to tug on your feet to like get them up, but they are frozen
Man.
solid. You're like Luke Skywalker in the cave on Hoth, only on the floor instead.
Okay, so I have.
Jason Snell went to the movie theater.
and you lead with "Hello, nerds" to us.
Have I taken? Have I taken?
Thanks when I know one.
Have I taken my 10 damage already?
No, what will happen at the beginning of your next turn?
At the beginning of my next turn. Fair enough. All right. Well, I am going to attack because I might as well. An ardent strike on the guy in front of me. What's my penalty?
-2.
Okay.
What's my penalty?
So that's against this guy right here.
26.
All right, so you
Yeah, you nail that goblin. The one
Smash
right in
him.
front of you, right?
The one right in front of me. That means he
right.
is subject to my divine sanction and 5 damage.
All right, he will take 5 damage.
And
you
I'm
will
done.
be
That's it.
subject to your divine sanction. As soon as I find the correct icon for that, which is this crazy shield lightning thing. All right. So, it's going to be Fless's turn.
Okay, well, it looks like something nasty happened up there, so I am not moving any closer. Instead, I'm just going to be friendly
Yes.
and
And
return this dagger.
I've warned you guys. I've warned you guys. My feet are frozen to the floor. Something's going on here.
I feel like it's more of a complaint than a warning.
So I will-
Letter.
I will attack the one guy that I can see because I still can't quite see the guy around the corner. And I will return this dagger. Maybe he can give it back to his friend. So a 17 versus AC.
17 versus AC, yeah. So you puzzled, you have a dagger in your hand, you're like, meh, and you throw it at him, and it nails him in the head. Tell me about damage.
Okay, for 10 damage.
10 damage, all right. He's still standing there, but it looks like you ring his bell pretty well, so he's bloodied.
Dong.
Ding dong.
Avon Cullen.
What's bloodied and sounds like a bell?
Lester, would you like to move or anything else?
No, I'm scared of moving now. I'm gonna stay put.
Ah,
Fair
Gotta
point.
be a good answer to that one.
All right.
I hope it's not dung.
Alestrin, it's your turn. Would you like to know more about rats? Steve,
What?
you're up.
It's my turn. I just had a turn mere moments ago.
We're all the way back
yeah,
on the
We're
table.
going
it
fast
feels
this
like
time.
you're talking all the time. I don't know what's going on.
it's like we
All right,
learned
I'm going
something.
I'm going to vigorously stride forward here so I can see this other guy around the corner a little better.
Okay.
Can I see him from there?
He's probably still got cover.
I'm gonna
Not
say
total
I'll-
cover.
yeah.
You can target him, but he's going to have a bonus.
He'll have some cover, yeah. If you move 1 square forward, I would say you'd have a great shot on it.
I don't see any rats in that square, do I?
No.
No,
Because
There are no
as
rats.
we know, the number that I actually see on the map is not representative of the actual reality of the situation.
that's
We're taking
that's really challenging for you. with your elf eyes.
some poetic
I'm going to
rat license.
tiptoe quietly into this square then.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, he has no cover.
How are my feet? Cold, warm?
You know, I mean, breezy.
Getting warmer.
Yeah.
All right then. So now can I see this guy around the corner? Okay.
Oh yeah. Great.
Does he still have cover?
No.
Why is he
I
still
like
why is he still covered up? I can't see him and I'm right next to him. There's a lighting. Is there a weird
Oh.
lighting thing happening?
Probably because neither Peter nor Lestrin have a torch.
His little scimitar blocks the light.
It's a little dim. You're right. Rizwin is carrying the torch for your group because
Yeah.
Peter's hand are full with a sword and a shield.
I've got dark vision though, or whatever they call it in this edition.
Whatever.
You have
I can
low light
see his
vision?
little scimitar there.
Is
It's
it
not
low
gonna be
light
any-
vision in this?
yeah,
Did they
it's- I
change it
think-
every edition?
No, the dark vision is even better than low light vision, but I think as an elf you only have low light vision.
Well, that sucks.
You can see in like dim light as though it were bright light.
All right. But I can see this guy's little scimitar, so I know where he's at.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can see him.
All right, I'm going to fire off another twin strike, one at each of these cats. And
All
this
right.
time, I will apply the appropriate modifier to the damage roll.
Do you want to mark
Assuming I-
anyone as your quarry?
Hey, look at that, the quarry. I almost forgot about that. Thank
Yeah,
goodness I remembered just at the last possible second.
I thought the twin strike was just for the one guy.
No,
Wasn't
that
it?
was the two fang strike, which was
That's
turned out to be a
yes,
one
exactly.
fang strike.
Right.
That's 2 fangs.
Incidentally,
for one
those
person.
you
Sticklers
can
for
unlock,
details.
Steve, you can unlock more of those DM tips for just 5 easy payments of $9.99.
Whoa, that's a sweet bargain. Okay, I'm going to make the nearest enemy I see, which I believe is the guy down here that's bloodied.
Yeah, I
Is
would
he
say
nearest? He's my quarry.
so. All right, good for him.
And thusly, okay. And it says I deal extra damage, but I'm not finding the amount. But that's all right. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Yep.
So my first shot at the bloodied guy is a 20 versus
That'll
AC.
hit him.
Okay, so I'm going to do 1d10 plus. It's here somewhere. I swear it. I've seen it before. My quarry, just quarry. There it is. I do an extra 1d6,
All right.
and that is a 14.
That is an
Nice.
ex-goblin.
He goes down. Nicely done.
Yes.
Now it's just 6
All
of
right.
you beating the crap out of one goblin.
Right, I like
Now
those
I will pop this other fellow whose scimitar is all I can see, but I have a pretty good idea that at
You can
the
see
end
his
of that
eyes
scimitar
squinting.
is
Yeah.
a goblin,
The whites of his eyes.
and that's a 25.
That'll hit.
Nice.
Man, I take back everything bad I said about you, Alestrin.
No, you don't. It's a 9.
Okay,
All
some
right.
of them.
He'll take
A few
9
of them.
damage.
I don't want you to lie. Bahamut
He's-
would not like it.
He's
No,
still
it's
standing.
right.
It was a nice shot, but he's still standing.
Oh, it's all right. I got to, these guys have to do something.
All right. Anything else from you?
Wait a
Alessi?
minute.
Oh,
Yeah.
you have
1, 2, 3.
You already moved to get there.
Five.
Already
buddy.
moved.
Sorry,
Yeah.
buddy. You already used your move.
Yeah,
What, I can't break up my move in this edition?
No,
Nope.
you can't.
Oh, I'm so confused.
Also, I'm starting to
You've
think:
been reading ahead playing 5th edition, huh?
Yes, I have.
is Olestrin OCD? Does he have to move a certain number of paces every turn?
He also touches his chin before he shoots every time.
Lestrin has a number of issues, in case you haven't noticed.
He won't step on any of the cracks in the tile.
It's all cracks though, which is bad news.
Yeah,
It's rough sledding for
He's
Alestrin.
walking
terrified.
tippy toes.
All right, Alestrin is done.
Rizwin.
All
He will
right.
pat himself on the head as a bonus action.
I'm going to move forward so people can actually see the goblin, and I'm going to try
Nice.
to pull Peter out of the ice. Can I try that?
Sure.
Give us a strength check.
Yeah.
All right.
Just as a if just as you think about it, he's pretty firmly attached to the ground. You know, you might pull him out of there, or you might just tear his feet off.
Ooh.
Now,
Ew.
it might also occur to you that it is rather unnatural for someone's feet to become so quickly frozen solid to the ground. You might expect that if it were, say, really, really cold out and he had licked a fire hydrant. Not that you know what a fire hydrant is. But it seems, you might think that it does not seem entirely natural that he's stuck this way, and you suspect that given the unnatural nature of that ice, it may be hard to wrest him from it with mere strength.
I
That
would
makes sense.
I would caution that you take care of the guy who's right next to me and is going to attack me at an advantage, rather than if you can, rather than try to yank me off of here. And I will just try to save next turn.
Okay. Then I will. Is there any way I can try to hit the goblin from where I am right now?
Well, as I recall, you have attacks that are both connected to your hammer as a smashing implement, obviously, but I believe you also have the ability to do a ranged attack, do you not?
I have a ranged basic attack, but
If you look at your next attack over,
the
which I
Sacred
believe is
Flame.
called Sacred Flame, you'll see it says ranged 5.
You're right. I will do that.
So it's like a laser you can shoot at somebody.
I'm gonna flame this guy.
Now you may want to move for where again because he's got cover because of that corner. I don't know if there's an ideal place to go.
He probably would still have cover.
There's
if I
rats.
moved somewhere else, unless I wanted to be in the rats, and I don't really want to.
Well, you'll take a penalty, but you are targeting his reflex, which I will tell you is not as good as his armor class.
Okay. Well, I will roll this guy. Let's see. +6. So it's 1d20 +6. Yes. How about a 20?
A 20 works great. So you outed him. What does that do?
6 + 4. How about 6?
6 damage does great. That goblin goes down. Now, note, if you will, the remainder of the text in that Sacred Flame. I think you might find a benefit for one of your buddies.
I do actually. Oh, hey. Hey Peter, you can actually make a saving throw or gain temporary hit points equal to your charisma modifier.
Well,
Or
actually,
my
your charisma modifier,
right, which is
plus
2,
1/2 your level.
which is I don't know what that is right now.
Your level's 1, or sorry, your level 1 or 2?
I'm
2.
2.
So that's another 1. So a +3 bonus to a saving throw, which seems like something Peter might need right now.
Hey,
Yeah.
Peter, you should take that.
20.
Ah, all right,
Much
Peter,
better.
you managed to crack away with you hit upon the idea of using your sword gingerly to chip away at the ice at your feet, and you managed to get it loose enough that you are able to get yourself unrestrained.
And you still have at least 8 of your toes.
All right, and that
Do I move out of that area, or am I just unrestrained?
You're in the
this-
same place, but you are
Okay.
not affixed to the floor.
All right, and that
Awesome.
goblin was murdered by Rizwin's Sacred Flame, so you guys are out of combat.
We're
for the
feeling pretty
moment.
good. Can you take that thingy off of my?
It's a restraint thing.
Nope, that's there
Hey
forever.
Peter, can you reach that dagger I threw from where you are?
Yep, here it is. Boop.
Thank you.
Back at you.
Hilt first. Hilt
Yeah,
first.
yeah, be careful. Don't run with
Ah, whatever. I'm sure I
Dagger
can catch
discipline.
it.
Dagger discipline is very important.
Yeah.
Somebody have a couple of boards they can put over this pile of rats here we can walk across?
So we never
We
to
have
touch
some
them.
goblin corpses.
Can we just step
That'll work.
around the little diagonal?
It might be worth
Yoink.
investigating in some fashion.
Can I
Nah,
start?
let's
try
just
to
walk
across
over
the
it.
diagonal?
So what should we?
Somebody
What
put
should?
their cloak down on top of it.
What should we
Like a
roll here?
gentleman.
I mean, I'm sure
magical,
Flessa
so
could just
better
vault
than-
over it with acrobatics, but
You have
Or
no
be
idea
tossed.
whether it's triggered by actually stepping on it or not.
Right.
I don't like being cold.
Can I try
So let's
jumping?
scoop away
Melik,
some of these
can-
vermin.
Melik,
out
can
here.
you
Rizwin
do
wants
some
Whatever Rizwin said.
analysis?
Can I try jumping over to the corner there?
You can absolutely try it.
All right. What do I have to roll? Reflex?
Roll an athletics check.
An athletics check.
Hint, roll high.
Okay.
Oh dear.
Nope.
Critical fail of athletics. Blum.
She didn't make
Did
it.
she just crash into me? Is that what just happened?
Or into
Yeah,
the
you
rats.
crash and then tumble into this space. Now you're going to make a saving throw.
Okay. Versus
Just D20.
how about an 18?
18. All right. So you managed to not get frozen to the floor. You kind of keep rolling and sort of rebound off that wall at the end there.
Okay.
I'm going to use the corner of my bow, which is wooden and therefore hopefully not conductive, and pull aside some of the vermin sort of towards me so I can see if there's something underneath them generating this effect?
Not as far as you can tell. They all just look like ratsicles. We're going to continue for the moment in initiative order. So Rizwin tried to jump across.
Oh, good.
Rizwin, that was a standard action. I would say you could use then your move action if you wanted to sort of scurry over to like the next. Yeah, perfect. Great.
I have scurried.
All right. Kay, what would you like to do?
All right. I would like to also move over there. Can I move and then attempt to jump over the rats? Is that
Yeah,
Sure.
that can be part of your move.
all right? Sure. And an athletics check. Boy, I have +0. This will be interesting.
Remember that time you guys all got frozen to the ground and died in one little corner?
Yeah.
You managed
I think I'm okay.
nimbly jump across there.
Woohoo!
And
We
you,
got plenty of rats to eat. We should be fine for at least a week or two.
you
I
can
wouldn't eat
continue your
those.
move if you'd like
Frozen
to give
rats.
your colleagues more room to...
Oh yeah. Hey, that might be helpful.
Yeah, they're
Wouldn't it?
frozen, so they should still be fine.
Melik.
That's right.
Whoa.
They're fresh.
What is
Hello.
that very strange noise?
I would like to use
No
my
idea.
magical skills and knowledge and study the situation and see if I can tell what's going on with the frozen area.
Okay.
I propose that this is an Arcana check.
I
Just let it go, Melik.
proposal accepted.
26.
All right, Melik, you feel extremely confident that this area that is producing a kind of a cold trap is magic.
That's so useful, man.
Yeah, and I'm going to say that you could probably do a second Arcana check to try and figure out how to deactivate it if you were so inclined. That would
Right.
probably take a standard action to study it.
I am so inclined.
Okay.
Also a 26.
Nice.
Okay. You study this and you think about what you know about the magic that goes into conjuring these types of traps, and you think that you know the kind of the power words to say, not to deactivate it permanently, but to cause it to cease to function for 5 minutes. And you could say that now you could say those words as a free action if you are so inclined.
I will do so.
Okay.
Cold be gone.
And there's kind of a
Come on, I
hissing
could have done that.
and like a little bit of blue light
Sure,
kind
it's
of
easy
plays
once you
across
see
the,
the words.
the tiles. But he
Ooh,
says it in like
pretty.
a funny accent. That's
Like
the magic.
Cold to be gone.
Yeah. Well, you're obviously
bad.
you're
It's
a racist.
cold,
Works
COLDE.
for a Western when he says it.
Yeah.
All right, we can get through here now. We should see if there's anything of interest underneath all these dead rats. One of you guys should do that.
Well, I'm standing.
Way to-
I'm standing
way to
right here.
delegate, Melik.
I can flip them all over with my
Hey,
sword.
All right,
Just-
just don't pat him because all the juices.
This
will
is
flow out.
Peter. Peter has a lot of experience from a summer job flipping burgers. He can flip
Yep.
dead rats with the best of them.
Don't pat him, man. All the
I,
flavor.
Nope.
will
I
go.
can dig through
Nope.
them too.
I'm just gonna flip them.
Some of the dead rats have other dead
Yep.
rats under them.
Wait, you said it was one level of rats. I
We
heard that very
lied.
clearly.
The
Oh.
dungeon master always lies. to
Some
you.
of them
Oh,
were very
man.
small rats.
Yeah, those
Multiple levels of
the
rats.
goblins themselves are carrying kind of the usual rusty short swords, rusty daggers. But yeah, there's nothing else. Nothing besides the rats. The goblins seem to be pretty well apprised of what the thing did.
Now the hallway beyond the ice trap, there's kind of a short set of stairs, and then it continues for a little ways, and then there's a little bit more stairs. It seems like it's generally kind of heading downward, and there's another kind of right angle turn.
We're going to show that to you now.
And can I point
No,
out just
not
that
yet.
was that I believe that was a perfect encounter. I don't believe we took any damage whatsoever.
There are no
Yeah.
perfect encounters. They're just
Although somebody did
Slightly
get
less
stuck to the
terrible
floor.
encounters.
why is everything?
And
so
yet took no
dark?
damage.
True.
Here we go.
You didn't get stuck to the floor long enough to be, horribly eaten by
way
a
up at the
groom.
top.
now.
All right.
Or
then.
frozen
Make sure you
rats.
can see or whatever.
Can I keep one of the frozen
All right.
rats?
So what can you guys see now? You can see a hallway that sort of takes a right turn at
I-
the end. Is that?
Nope.
Oh, you got to scroll up.
Oh, there we
I
are.
see it
Yeah,
now.
you got to.
Scroll all
Yeah.
the way to the top.
But you're not seeing beyond that right turn, right?
Right.
Right.
Excellent.
We've done some complicated technical things. It will probably all break later. It's going to be
Good
great.
job, guys. Good job.
Exciting.
I feel good about it.
All right, so hallway continues sometime. Now, you may want to consider you have not taken a rest since that encounter.
Rest of the punks.
There may be a tactical choice there in terms of you weren't in a room, so there were no doors containing you. So it may be that other creatures are aware
No one's suggesting that except you.
Oh yeah, you can totally rock on. I'm in favor of you. You should just barrel through it. Don't take a rest. That's for wusses.
I'm in favor of finding a place that is, more enclosed than this to take a rest in. I voted to take a rest
in the lab, right?
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to sleep on the stairs, so I say we keep going.
Well, we're not talking about sleep. We're talking about probably
I
what?
was talking like 5-minute rest.
Yeah.
But we're all.
Oh, I see.
Because right now,
But I didn't use any encounter powers, so I'm good to keep going.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to recommend that we sit on the stairs to do our 5-minute rest, but that we stagger ourselves artfully like the cover of a U2 album, so it looks cool.
All right. Well, I could use a coffee break,
So are you resting or not?
I am sitting down and.
Why are we resting?
Swig of whiskey.
Because Sarah, whatever your name is, Rizwin
Rizwin
needs a rest.
That's right.
Okay.
I'm tired.
Winded.
I have short legs. And this beard needs to chill
That's
for a little bit.
That creates a lot of drag too. That's the problem.
Yeah, it's just not very aerodynamic.
That's actually the reason dwarves are usually slower. It's just
All right,
the
so
beard.
5-minute rest. Anyone who wants to spend a healing surges can do so. You can regain encounter powers. I don't believe anyone used an action point, so I think you all still have action points, right?
Yes.
Right.
All right, great. So whenever you're ready to go, let us know.
I suggest we actually wait the full 5 minutes for accuracy.
That sounds like a good idea. It could be a great time to get a beer, actually.
Do that.
Do we have to wait 5 real-time minutes?
Oh yeah.
This is good podcasting.
Yes, and we have to role play every moment of it.
Yes. So, sitting on the stairs.
Dan just left, so I don't know what's going on.
I think
Remember
it's
that
get a beer
time
time.
I just start juggling whatever's at hand.
No one's listening to this live. Cut all this out.
They love this. Live viewers got nothing else going on.
This is what they
There
tune
you
in
go.
for.
There's a 20 on my juggling check. I'm amusing people with my juggling.
Yeah, do we have a performance skill like in 5e?
I used acrobatics. I figured that was the closest I could get.
All right. I'm going to do a history check to see if I can think of like the first.
Tony's also gone now, so we're dungeon mastering in shifts.
Tag team dungeon master.
The other dungeon master said I could have some treasure.
Is that the milk stout?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's too coffee-ish, isn't it?
I like it.
I
It
thought
is
it was
a
okay.
coffee milk stout.
I did not. I thought the coffee was a mess. It was a mistake to do the coffee along with the milk stout.
I'm
You
not a
can't-
big coffee fan, but I feel that this is pretty good actually.
The,
What do you
the
have in
problem
there,
is that
Dan?
The coffee overtakes the milk. He's drinking
does
the coffee
overtake the
milk
milk.
stout.
The stone.
Yeah.
I thought it was just kind of bland.
Yeah.
Bland.
We have 3 different things. Jason says it's
It
too
was not-
bland. Steve says it's too coffee-ish.
No. I don't have a problem with too coffee-ish. I just think that if you're going to make a milk stout, you should not throw a bunch of coffee in there and overcome the lactase.
I agree with that. Although it definitely was coffee or was milky to me, and I drank it all happily. But I don't know. I was expecting more from it. It was just sort of generic, and there were other
Did you
better-
agree
Episode
that
of Total
Kylie-
Partly Kill, brought to you by
Beer.
Milk Stout.
Stone.
Do you agree that
Stone
the,
Brewing
um,
Company.
Did you agree with my assessment that it was similar to the pipeline porter? Just curious.
It's pretty tasty.
I like pipeline porter.
I think it actually. I think the pipeline porter is more tasty than the milk stout. That the milk kind of cuts it back down to being more kind of bland. But
Interesting.
I don't know. It was nice. It was fine. But I was
Yeah,
disappointed
I
because
was okay with it. I just thought, I would if you're gonna do a milk stout or a coffee stout, pick one.
yeah, I hear you.
It's pretty good.
It's not like nobody ever drinks coffee with milk.
Or blend them so that
That's
I can
true.
taste them both.
Fair point. Hey, we're all
All right,
back.
you turned into beer talk.
Well, we were taking a short rest. We talk about beer on the stairs
All right.
with our friend the DM, who's speaking to us from above.
I think you're all wrong.
Yeah,
What does Bahamut think? Can you do some sort of a check?
Bahamut
Can you
thinks
check
that
religion?
beer is proof that Bahamut loves us.
Huh? Good for Bahamut. I might be sort of leaning towards your religious views there, Peter.
I
Discuss
have
it
some
over s'mores and
I have
some-
yes,
a
I
nice
have some
porter.
literature that my dad picked up at the temple that I can give to you.
Yeah, but he won't let us drink beer in your rumpus room.
There is
Oh, he will.
a
Your
large
dad's rumpus
mirror.
room.
Oh, he will. He'll totally let you, especially if you convert.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe it's just me.
Well-
Maybe he knows how I get.
It could be. He's like that.
So, you are on the stairs. You've taken a short rest. You pick up your belongings. You wrap up the remainders of your sandwiches. Pack up your picnic basket. And how do you?
baskets.
Thank you, Yogi Quiverbottom. That's
The
terrible.
ranger wouldn't like it, Yogi.
I regret everything. How do you proceed?
Well, I want to make sure that somebody who we have who's sneaky can peer around that corner very carefully and not reveal our presence, ideally. Rather than me just kind of going do and walking around the corner.
Peter
What?
Dragonforge has grown a lot.
I'm actually
Yes.
highly sneaky, and I feel like I've been in the back for far too long. So I'm gonna do that.
Jason's
I
now,
think you should because you can see better than I can.
Jason's
around
now
very
has
good.
leveled up in
corners.
leadership.
Well, I don't know. I've only got low light vision. so
Yes,
I'm-
Well,
yes.
that's better than I've got.
Oh,
Yeah,
great,
right.
I'm
DM
coming around the
Tony.
corner. I'm gonna do a. Do I need to do any kind of a check on
Yeah.
perception?
Are you being quiet?
I'm totally being quiet.
Please make a stealth roll.
Damn right I will.
Are you on your tiptoes?
D20 plus
He's an elf, of course he is.
9, baby. That's a 28 stealth check.
They're not really taller than
Oh,
humans. They
right.
just look like that.
29, you say.
28.
28.
28. 28, you say.
Are you trying to cheat for me now?
Yeah, that's what I do. Well, you're
What a
pretty
guy.
sneaky. You're pretty quiet. So at the bottom of that hallway, I believe can you see around the corner at all now, or?
He kind of
I
is over
see
here.
just a shaft of light heading down that way.
I think he's
all
trying to peek around the corner.
I
I
would
don't see
say
anything but tile, though.
I would say move your you could move your character one step forward just to get a view of what's down that hallway.
I'm not exposing myself by doing
No,
that?
you're fine. We're just gonna consider you peeking out, but for the purposes of roll 20. I think
All right,
it's
then I'll
probably best
expose
if you-
myself as a bonus action. So here's... Okay.
Again,
There's nothing.
we
bonus
told
about
you.
Emphasis on the bone. Okay, so
it. Heavy sigh.
I see some pillars. Guys, imagine actually being me.
I
No, no,
that is the
no.
greatest score of all. All right,
Why would we do that?
Astrid, let us tell you what you see. You can see there's a rather
see,
large
uh,
room
I see pillars, I
with some
think.
pillars. The room appears to be
Pillars of green.
relatively well lit by torchlight. Would you like to do a perception check, Mr. Olestrin?
We totally lost him.
He just went away.
He's
coming
afraid
back.
of pillars.
He's coming back.
Did the poor
Yes.
pillars scare you, Steve?
I was saying I either see... Oh, no, I've got too many buttons on this mouse. They seem to insist on putting 17 buttons on
You have a
every
button that's just like
Log out?
log
It's a
out
back
of Ultimate.
button. This is a browser-based thing. There's... What can I say? So I see either some pillars or some pizza plates. And there's what looks like a brazier down in the corner here. It's hard to say. Might
It's
just be a torch.
A torch.
I was hoping for brazier.
And you rolled perception?
Not yet.
Why
Should
don't
I
you-
do that?
Yeah.
I'm good at that too. All right, baby. Roll D20 plus 11, man. That's a 30.
Jeez.
Nice.
Yowza.
Let's all roll.
You can see the underlying facets of the universe.
Oh my god, I
Every-
can see the inside of my skull. It's disgusting.
You should see the outside of your skull.
DMs are consulting with each
Did
other
I ever
now.
tell you all my tragic backstory? We'll save it for the campfire.
Olestrin.
Yes.
You can see this room that seems
Yeah.
to be lit.
I should hope so,
by
with a
torches
30.
and pillars. The other thing you pick up is that it smells, faintly of just wafting down the hallway. You suspect that the smell is stronger in the room of unwashed goblins and spoiled food.
Wow, that was a critical smell roll there.
That was great.
Wow. All right, so hey guys, I smell goblins and also unwashed food. I mean, spoiled food and unwashed. Yes, goblins and food.
Steve, would you like to do a communications check to see?
No,
how I would not?
Critical fail.
there's probably goblins down here and or food,
Food.
but it's not good food. It's bad food.
Oh.
It smells bad.
San-
Probably not food
it-
we want to eat.
I hope
No,
Smurgle doesn't use this as the source of his sandwich shop. Huh? Bugbear, remember the...
Smurgle the bugbear.
He went the other way.
He was awesome.
He did.
He seemed intent on staying upstairs a little bit there, I
I
think.
miss him.
Smart guy. I mean,
So
for a bugbear.
so I indicate
Racism.
that there's something around the corner here too.
All right. So you've sort of indicated to your friends, you've peeked out there. Anybody else? What else? Or what are the rest of you doing?
Of course, this is the only hallway that we can go down. So
Yeah, I
not
think
sure
I'm
what good
gonna
that
follow.
You don't want to go back to the yawning portal?
hey, guys, at the end of this hall in this dungeon, there might be dangerous things.
I think we just want to be quiet about it if we can and not cause too much trouble.
Are you all going to make stealth rolls? Just to see if you
Let's
remain
do that.
quiet?
Yeah.
All right. So as you move down, I believe Kay moved next. Do you want to make a stealth roll? 16. Okay,
I was a 16.
that's pretty good. You're pretty quiet there. Who's next?
Ooh, it's a crit.
I'm
Critical stealth. Rizwin is
So
silent as the
stealthy.
night.
You go, Rizwin. Oh my God, it's like she
Fortunately,
disappeared.
a knight in
Where'd she
Undermountain
go?
is full of
Where is she?
Do you have that's with your bonus, Monty?
Where'd the dwarf go?
Melik stumbles over his robes a bit, and there's some clanking as some
Yeah.
loose change falls out of his pockets.
You bump into Peter, and it sounds like a bunch of pots and pans falling down the stairs.
Also, guys, should my orb still be glowing?
Well, we also have a torch lamp, so
Oh man.
Does your orb glow?
So
And
until you said that, I was thinking "Bump into Peter" should be the name of the episode, but
Right now,
that's already been superseded one sentence later.
my orb. I glowed my orb
you
a
used
couple
that.
episodes ago, and I believe it still is. Yes.
Gotcha, with light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I'll turn it off.
Okay.
With
We
magic.
still have a
Just
torch
turn it
lit.
off.
I
It, turns,
can.
it goes until the end of the encounter if you use the light thing on it, and then you have to turn it on again.
Well,
So if you hadn't turned it on recently, you're probably good.
all right. Fine.
If it glows for more than 4 hours, phone a cleric immediately.
That joke
Moderate sigh.
that joke was ruined by using the word phone.
Yep.
Everything else was in canon. I like that.
What the hell? What,
Send
what
a
can
raven to a cleric.
I can do?
Roll streetwise
There
with a
was some
cleric.
XP coming to you, except for that part. That just pulled it right back.
Sorry.
Peter, were you the one person that was not trying to be sneaky? You were just like,
I think-
never mind.
I think I would like to wait. Well, okay, sure. My stealth is terrible, so there
I
it is,
mean-
a 7.
Okay, so yeah, you and Melik have collided into each other, and there's a lot of clanging. That didn't go great. But in the rest of your friends sort of look back at you like, "What the heck?" Yeah, I'm trying to be quiet.
What about Kay?
Kay went fine. In fact, I think
Oh, good.
Flessa was the last person to move.
Oh, Flessa.
yes,
okay.
I didn't know where I should go exactly, but I will try now. 26 for my
Oh yeah,
stealth roll.
yeah. Quiet as a cat.
Hey, everybody, we've successfully gone down some stairs.
Half of you
So-
made that. Peter and Melik are sort of, bringing up the rear, kind of like stumbling a little bit, but
They do
the rest
that.
of you guys are
We do that,
pretty
yep.
darn quiet. So there's a corridor in front of you, as Alestrin has described. There are some pillars in what appears to be a larger room that's lit with torches. How would you like to proceed? We'll
go
consider
home.
your stealth rolls to carry through as you sort of pass through this area. So
Oh, good.
you don't have to make more.
So Monty and I are just clanging as we walk.
Yeah.
You're going to be like an office, one of those things with the balls that swing back and forth.
Click, clack, click, clack.
That's us.
I will go where I'm
It's
told, but
office.
Desk toy kind of thing. Never mind.
Who's leading the way here?
Alestra, not good words.
I'm gonna look around the corner right here.
All right, so you walked all the way up there.
Yes.
Roll initiative.
Really?
Yep.
Yep.
Aw, sorry guys.
Everyone or just her?
that's all right. It was going to happen eventually.
Everyone should be rolling initiative right now.
Ugh, yuck. Not good.
I still can't. It still says you attempted to use a roll command looking for the value of a selected token, but no tokens
You have
are
to select your
selected.
You have to
character
select
Click on
first.
yourself.
yeah.
Oh.
and then
7.
Select your
find and roll.
character and then do
Corresponds to
hashtag
7.
initiative.
I understand.
Oh, it did it to me, too. It was
Select
working
yourself.
before. Oh.
Select yourself before you wreck
Select
yourself.
yourself. All right. There we go. We're right.
I did not do well.
All right, so I see. Let me just order our folks here in descending order.
Ouch.
Yeah. All right. So, Rizwin peeks up, and for a second, that room seems quiet, and it doesn't seem like there's anything in there. And then, kind of out of nowhere,
Rotting food jumps out from behind the pillars.
Wait, this is Cloudy with a chance at Meatballs 3?
No, it's just somebody vomiting at us.
Ew.
No, thank you.
out of nowhere,
Digested
basically,
rat
as
burrito.
Rizwin peeks around that corner, a couple crossbow bolts zing out of the opposite side of the room. You don't see from where, but
Zing.
they're both heading straight for Rizwin, since she is the first person to poke out there. So, crossbow bolt, numero uno. That's a 20 versus armor class.
Row.
That's a lot.
Though, if you are hit, you'll take 10 damage.
Always lead with the
I
healer.
understand.
That's what I always say.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Crossbow bolt, numero dos. 29 versus AC.
Oy.
That, I believe,
Ow.
is critical.
Oops. So, I
So
have
you're going to
Gonna
take
need another cleric.
another 13 damage, actually, because that was a critical hit.
another 13.
13
So
damage.
23 total?
Yeah, 23 total.
So I have right now.
Yes, you just took 23
No.
damage. Two
20
crossbow
minutes
bolts
from
hit
now,
you.
you will take 23 damage.
Yes.
And
Two
you-
crossbow bolts hit you, and you took 23 damage.
As you kind of have those crossbow bolts like wedged into you, you can make out the sight of two goblins with crossbows lurking behind the shadows of those far pillars.
I
Maybe
warned
they saw
you.
who did it.
So behind these two pillars, yeah. You saw their heads pop out.
I am not a smart
And the
cleric.
crossbow bolts are made of rotting food.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say to you that you feel like you may see other shadows moving, and there may be other creatures in this room as well.
I hate other creatures.
Healer, heal thyself.
Yeah, I'll work on that. Does anybody want to go take out some goblins now that they have to go reload their crossbows?
Well, I think Peter's up, so to speak.
All right. So, Rizwin has taken some crossbow bolts from nowhere. Pure Dragonforge. This is your life.
All right, so my first question is Rizwin, do you need help healing? Because I could heal you on my way past.
I can probably heal myself.
Okay, because I can grant you
But there
a heal.
could be more crossbow bolts coming at any time between now and your turn. So I'm just saying you might want to give
true.
yourself a cushion if you can.
Okay, if you want to, I
Well, it looks
totally
like
do
oh,
that.
wait, the tail end. Okay, no, they've already taken their turn, I assume.
Okay, so I've got speed
there are more.
5. So if
They're in one group.
so I guess guys,
I don't
if I
trust
want
the
to
DMs that far.
Oh, that's a good point.
if I want to move into the room, if I'm not going
Let's
to
keep
heal
interrupting
her,
Peter. I think that's going well for us so far.
Everything's going great.
He's gone.
Peter, interrupt us.
I can wait.
No, we're ready now.
I'll turn this dungeon
Oh.
around.
If I'm not going to heal her,
I'm sorry, never mind.
can I go as I'm moving forward? Am I seeing where those guys are, and can I move to at least do a ranged attack on them since I can't reach them?
Yeah, I think so. Here's the thing. You do know that there are Rizwin saw enough to see those goblins sort of pop out from behind the pillars, so you know they're there. They also have pretty good cover, so I'll say you
Okay.
can make a shot on them, but it's going to be at a penalty.
Correct.
Okay, so let's see. Or I can just stay here and heal Rizwin. How about I oh wow, there's a lot of feedback there. How about I move kind of over here so that I
Now
maybe
I'm-
have a little bit of cover?
Peter, can you go back a square? As you step there, you see another goblin lurking behind this pillar. This goblin is not armed with a crossbow. He appears to have a bunch of a little spear and some javelins that he would like to murder you with. And he
Oh, well,
seems
let me
to have been
attack him.
laying in wait behind this pillar, and then you poked over here and found him. He seems a little startled that you're there.
Well, let me attack him then.
That is one approach to dealing with conflict.
I choose that approach.
Sounds like
With
Peter
my-
Dragonforge to me.
with my ardent strike. That's a
Now, this
24
goblin
versus
doesn't-
AC.
That's pretty good. Now this goblin does look a little bit tougher and meaner than those goblins you were fighting on the hallway, but 24 versus
Also
AC is
tough and mean for
more
goblins.
than enough to smack that goblin about the goblin head.
What kind of damage are we
Oh,
looking
you
at?
hit the goblin head. They hate that.
Yeah, 6 damage.
All right. Does that have any other effect?
Yes, he
Other than
is. This is
making
my
us
divine.
laugh?
He is subject to my divine sanction.
All right. I don't think he'll be a big fan of that, but he is aware that is a risk of doing his job. All right. So yeah, that goblin looks a little startled that you came around the corner at him, but he seems to have recovered adroitly. And anything else for your turn?
You've moved and you standarded.
Yeah, let's see. Do I want to do a minor here?
Now, Peter, do you have a view on the map of the area around your character? It's pretty brightly lit here, so you shouldn't be limited by the people with torches.
I do. I can see the light and the guy and a door that leads to another room in that corner that's
Yep.
slightly ajar.
Yep.
And yeah, I think that's. I think I'm going to use my action point and attack him again right now.
All right.
I
go
would
for it.
say, when you have a friend who is in bad shape, using an action point would be an excellent tactical decision.
Are you doing the same basic strike there?
Yeah, this is my virtuous strike since I already made him my divine sanction. So I'm going to do my other at will attack. That's holy. That's only an 11.
These guys seem to have decent armor. An 11 will not hit the Goblin
All right.
Warrior.
All right. Well then I'm done.
All right. Let's move along to Alestrin.
Oh boy. All right, so I can't see.
It is a skill you are working on in your spare time.
But I am aware that somebody has been shot with multiple crossbow bolts.
You can see those guys. Way
I can see
across
those
the-
guys.
Yeah.
Okay, but it's clear that they have cover where they're standing.
They got pretty good cover behind those pillars there.
If I were to take up a position behind one of these other pillars, say right there.
Funny that you should mention that, because as you come around that pillar there, you find yourself face to face with another goblin.
Ha
Symmetry.
At which point I go, oh crap! I'm an archer type fighter. That's not so good.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait a minute. I've got
You can
something.
do this, Alestrin.
I've got something for this. Okay.
This was on the test. Rack your brains back when you were 5th grade.
So I will.
So I've come around the corner, see that guy, and I go, whoa, and use my nimble strike, which allows me to shift one square before or after I attack.
Excellent choice.
Well played.
So I'm going to shift away and get one square distance between me and said dude. And
All right.
then I
Now
only
you're going to have a hard time hitting him around that pillar, but on the plus side, you're no longer, next to him, which may have been.
I never said I was gonna shoot him though.
Oh. Fancy.
I'm gonna try to plunk this guy down here with the crossbow.
So one of
It
these
seems like I would have the best shot at from this position.
Go for it.
He is.
All right.
He's peeking around. He's reloading his little crossbow, and
And we get a 16 versus armor class.
All right. Well, a goblin's armor class normally would be 16. However, I believe he has some cover from that pillar.
yeah. So you managed to plug that pillar really good.
But it chips off some stone that sort of like dusts that goblin on the face.
Yeah,
he
you
looks
feel-
wary.
You have totally
annoyed.
you have depreciated the value of this goblin foyer.
Nice. Well, that's good. We got Peter who taps pillars, and I plug them. So we've really got a full breadth of skills related
You
to
are a
pillars.
first-rate pillar plugger.
So you've taken to forestall Steve's comments. You've taken a standard action and a move action. Do you have a minor action you'd like to do right now?
Yeah, I'm going to say, hey, there's another guy around the pillar over here, over this way, and I point the direction of the
You can do
pillar.
that for free. Do you have any other minor actions you want to do, or are you good?
Let's see. Wow. Boy. Probably not.
Okay.
Wait.
I'm waiting.
Wait.
Bated breath.
Wait. As long as I am using a minor action, I'll go ahead and make the guy behind the pillar to the closest guy,
Okay.
the melee guy. I'm going to make him a quarry.
All right. He's been quarried. He's a quarryman.
And that's it.
We'll call him Ringo.
I already made the Beatles joke last time.
Damn it.
Yeah, Ringo wasn't one of the quarrymen anyway, was he?
Now, you guys and your details.
Or
Malik,
Pete Best.
you're up.
I'm sorry, I should know by now not to correct. the
Malik
name.
has had a spell of silence casted on him.
When his orb doesn't glow, he's quiet. Oh, there he is.
Everyone else seems to be having a lot of fun running all the way inside, so I'm going to just walk up to this spot.
All righty.
And, I can see two guys with crossbows down there.
You can indeed. Peeking
They're
out behind their
unpleasantly spread out, but I would like to attack them with a spell of sleep.
Ooh.
Sleep.
All right.
That's burst 2 within 20 squares, and I'm targeting it right here.
Now that's one of your big deal powers, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a daily power.
All right. So tell us, give us a roll.
Plus
for,
7 versus will. So
So
here's
the guy on the left there.
the guy on the left.
This guy here.
16 versus will.
That'll nail a goblin. They're not very willful.
And 14 on the guy on the right.
That'll hit him too. What
Excellent.
happens as you hit these guys?
The target is slowed, save ends, and as soon as he fails a saving throw, he is unconscious instead of slowed, save
All
ends.
right. So they are both slowed.
And
They
if
will
they
get a
are
saving throw on their turn.
So they are
If they
currently
lose it-
drowsy.
they drop.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Anything else from you?
No, that seems like plenty.
That was great. All right, Flessa, you're up.
Malik, our hero.
Okay. Oops, that's not where I meant to go. I'm
You
trying to go
nimbly-
slowly so I
nimbly-
can see more of this room.
You nimbly
as I
duck
go.
between your boss's legs and sort of like.
Yep. Wee. Okay, so 1, 2.
How do I rotate my
All right, so
guy?
Peter is there.
There's like a little handle.
Oh, yeah.
3. All right, I think I would go over here then, which is
All right.
still less than, it's still 5 away from where I went, so that I can jab this guy. Let's see. Doo-doo-doo.
Jab away.
It's been so long since I've actually been up in somebody's face. I kind of forget how that works. It's very exciting. I will do an... Oh, this is not good. I can't shift away. Oh, yes, I can. Sort of. Nope, I'm going to stay here. All right, I will
Just go
do
ahead and tell
just
us when you'd like one of us to interact with you.
Yeah. I'm going to do a dazing strike
Ooh.
against that guy. Yeah.
All right.
Let's see how that works.
That's a new one.
Yeah, I've never used it before.
Critical. Flessa
Wow, I did
Using
it
it.
very well.
does hello and then just follows it up with a dagger, like right into the ribs, like right under the armor.
So, what does the fact that it's a critical hit mean for damage?
Maximum
Full damage.
Damage.
So
So that
9.
one goes away and it becomes a 4.
Indeed. So I don't believe, unfortunately, that you had combat advantage on him.
Nope.
Which is kind of a bummer because your sneak attack would also have been maximized
Oh
on
man.
critical.
Oh well.
But he will take the maximum, which I believe is 9 damage.
And is there any other special effect from your dazing strike?
Yes, he is dazed until the end of my next turn,
Excellent.
Just like it says on the tin.
which
So
actually
other
does
people-
mean that I now have combat advantage against him. So I guess it's probably a good time to use my action point.
Oh,
This would be a great
point.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I'm
Good
Flip
thinking.
that over, and I will
Action
then
point
just.
too. And I think we're
do
getting
a
another one at the end of this combat.
Hey guys,
So I'm gonna
rat
do a sly
burrito.
flourish, sly flourish right in his face.
Sorry.
Delicious.
Flessa rolled again.
Frozen wrap burrito.
So that is a 15,
Oh, fresh.
and you have combat advantage.
That's included.
Oh, it's included.
It's included in the macro. Yeah.
Ah, okay. Now, unfortunately, you needed a 17 to hit that
Crap.
guy, I believe.
That is very sad.
So you
But
were
that's
close.
what happens when you roll a 2.
It is. It was a 2. That was going
Would
to
a
be pretty
plus
rough.
1 perception bonus help at all?
I mean, now would be the time if any of your friends had an ability to let their friends.
My My shield is
I
very
might have that
sparkly.
ability.
Oh, hang on. I have heroic effort, which is it costs me no action. It's an encounter power. If I miss with an attack or a fail, I gain a +4 racial bonus to the attack.
Oh, there you go.
Pull on the race
That's
card.
the one.
You find,
That's awesome.
humanity throughout time has persevered, and you find yourself persevering now in
Not
order
like
to.
those lazy elves.
Yeah, you find yourself persevering to stab a goblin.
It's true.
All right.
So you have combat advantage, and you rolled with your sneak attack built in an 18 damage. That
Yep.
guy will take some 18 damage.
Hooray.
He is
Is he
bloodied. for
Okay.
sure.
And he is.
So the fact that he's bloodied now triggers a free action that I happen to have.
Really?
Called-
Yeah.
called
Right,
Press the Advantage.
All right.
Tell
Oh
us
my
about
God.
Press the Advantage.
Leave some for the
All right.
rest of us. God.
So, no,
I
I'm
know,
not.
take them all out.
So yes, when I bloody an
Take them
enemy
all
with a
out.
melee attack, using a light blade, I get to do another follow-up attack, which looks a little something like this. So I rolled a 4. That's not a...
But I believe that does not include combat advantage.
Oh, you're right, it does not. So
that would be
that's a 17.
Which is their AC.
Which is their AC.
Oh my God.
So that guy takes 6 damage.
Imagine how Flessa would be if she had been just been in close combat, but she's rusty.
Incidentally,
Oh my god.
that should be 2 weapon damage, so that should actually be 2d4. So roll another d4 for me.
Oh, you are right.
2d4, not Natalie 4.
Uh-huh.
Thank you.
Wow.
Yeah. It's a
Timely.
reach.
Oops.
Realize
I
that.
forgot my...
I should have gone with Blair, huh?
one.
Wow, you've had a bad luck with damage die. You've rolled
What is with the
1 in a row.
1d4?
But I'll tell you what, you did 7 damage. That's enough to murder a goblin.
Yeah!
I was trying to be precise, you guys. I did this all on purpose.
No,
Finesse.
everything is going
Not
great. There's no
awesome.
way.
Holy cow.
It's
All
all.
according to plan.
Yeah, this is nothing could go wrong.
That guy.
So
Flessa basically climbed all over that guy and just like stabbed him like 4
Yeah,
times.
Flessa
He just,
appears,
and fell
There's a
down.
puff of smoke, and then there's like a guy with 1,000,000 stab wounds.
Yeah. So
Amazing.
That was well played. Do you have anything else you'd like to do on this fabulous turn?
No,
Have you
he's
used
dead.
all of your
so
move?
I guess that's I
Done and
think I will
dusted.
just stay
Job
here.
done.
Nice.
All right. Hey, how are you going to follow up on that?
Well,
Dang.
I'm gonna come to the room so I can actually see things. That would be helpful.
Join us.
All right. So there's a
Welcome.
goblin here, and then there's
Yes.
these two here.
Yep.
Correct.
All right. Well, I'm gonna target the goblin closest. This guy. And you know what? Let's hit him with another jolt of lightning. Let's see if that
All right, that guy will have some cover because you're kind of behind a corner and he's behind a pillar, so there's a
Right,
little bit
hold
of cover going on there.
goes there. All right.
Whatever. Lightning.
2, 3, 4, 5. How's that? Better?
He's
Is it a
still
metal-
gonna-
a
he's
metal
still gonna have
pillar?
Cover.
Because he is behind a
Yeah,
pillar.
that-
Oh, I
It's-
see.
It's a hard place to get him there.
Yeah.
Ah, son of a. Well,
Is it
It's only
conduct-
it's a -2.
how can I see this guy better with no cover?
I think they all have some cover.
Yeah, they're
pretty
trying to hide. This is their home turf. They're clearly ready for people coming in here.
God, what a bunch of lamos hiding behind pillars. Who does that?
much. You guys did that 3 fights ago.
I'm not talking about us.
It's them. They're the
I'm hiding
problem.
behind a pillar right now.
All right, even with cover,
I haven't even gone in the room.
I'm gonna do this.
Can I
Which guy are you
It's
targeting?
happening.
tonight on my huge
The
pillar?
guy closest to me. This guy.
All right.
Here. All right, versus fortitude. How's a 13?
A 13 would normally hit a goblin, but because he has that cover,
Yeah,
you just miss him.
rats. Well, in that case, let's see. Who's going next in the order?
Me.
All right.
I will be healing myself.
Okay. Well, let me see. You probably don't need this. Never mind. Who's going after you, Griswin?
Peter.
Peter.
Well, the goblins, but then Peter.
Yes. Peter, would you like a +2 power bonus to your next attack roll?
I would really love it because I'm worried that this guy is going to do some damage.
All right.
And I'd like to
let's
get
do
him
that.
back.
So I am where are you? Over here.
Over there, that's me.
Yeah, sweet. All right, so I do a blast 5 on you, and you get a +2 power bonus to your next attack roll made before the end of your next turn.
All right. Let's all remember that.
Plus
Write
2 power
yourself, write
bonus.
yourself a note there, Peter Dragonforge.
Man.
Roll it on a post.
Don't forget your +1 to perception.
And
Oh
plus
yeah, I've got +1 to perception I can hand your way
important,
in case you need it.
Thanks.
All right. Kay,
Let me
are
know
you
when
all
you need
set?
that.
I am all
It's all
set.
yours.
All right, Rizwin.
I am healing myself.
All right.
Good choice.
I believe that is only a minor action for you, is it not? Or a legendary?
I don't know. Healing word is a minor action that I can use to spend a healing surge. What is his spending a healing surge?
Healing. That is as part of that action. You are spending a healing surge,
Oh, sweet. Then
and you get
yeah.
some additional hit
So,
points from that too.
1d6.
Deduct 1
sure.
from your list, your number of healing surges, and add to your health the value of a healing surge.
I
Make
can
sure
do
you get the value and number are right next to each other, so easy to mix.
Where's my value?
So
There it
it
is.
should be on the first page under healing surges.
It is 7 plus 1d6. Okay, I get the
Nice.
maximum.
Nice.
So I'm not dying anymore.
You pull out one of the crossbow bolts and slap something on it.
Plus
a
the
critical
split ends
heal.
in your beard hairs are totally back together.
Yeah,
that's
they're,
only-
they're good.
That's only a minor action. You still have a move and a standard left.
Yeah,
Okay,
the world is
then
yours.
Cornucopia
Fine.
of actions are available to you.
That's fantastic. Can I see this guy at all?
Mm-hmm.
Can I
Well,
range?
He
has
will.
cover.
He will have cover. As
Yeah. They've all got cover. Okay.
Yeah, whatever. Okay, so I'm gonna attack him with my ranged attack.
All right.
Is that your searing light or
Sacred
flame?
flame.
Sacred flames will engulf him and
Flame on.
hopefully destroy him.
You should probably start with a d20 roll.
Yeah, I probably should.
Pro tip.
One
Attack rolls, then
d20
damage
plus
rolls.
6.
I'll let you keep that for damage if it
Dan,
hits.
I've found that the key to getting good high
Yeah,
numbers
that doesn't get it.
is larger dice.
An 8.
Pretty sure I'm not
Fury
gonna hit him.
flame sizzles by that goblin, but he seems unfazed.
Sorry, guys.
Would you like to move or do another minor action, or are you all good?
I will hang out.
I
All right.
recommend moving. You've got to move. You might as well use it.
Just go back and forth the Alestrin way.
the Alestrin.
Oh no, you've got plenty of space. You could do a whole square. You could do like a.
I could do whole square, but I will respectfully hang out and try to heal a little bit more.
All right.
I even play.
The goblin sharpshooters down at the bottom there are feeling a bit sleepy, but they're still awake enough to use their crossbow bolts and fire crossbow bolts at.
I would say that
Are
they're
they
gonna
supposed to
turn-
save?
Not me.
Or did they
I-
save?
They save at the end of their turn.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right now, they're just yawning.
So I think they're going to target. Let's start with Alestrin.
No, not me.
Yeah, because you do not have any cover. You are a nice big
Nice
target.
juicy target.
Yeah.
I'm pretty close to that pillar over there.
28 versus AC.
Yeah, you think about how great it would be to be behind that pillar.
That will miss.
You'll take 10 points of miss
Oh,
damage.
sorry, hit. It's a hit.
10 points of miss damage.
Those words are very confusing.
They both have eyes.
And I think Kay, I think you're also currently not behind a pillar, and the sharpshooter is going to take advantage of that situation and fire a bolt in your direction.
You know, if they're such
wow.
sharp shooters,
Good
why don't they fire the guys
grief.
behind
Guys,
cover?
stop
That
doing
hit me.
that.
12 damage.
Unimpressed.
13 will be the max damage from him.
Oh, goody.
Wow, these guys are sharp.
These are your quality goblin crossbow sharpshooters.
These are goblin snipers.
All right,
Yeah.
If they
now,
were true sharpshooters, they'd hit the guys behind the pillars instead of the ones right out in the open.
at the end of their turn, they're still yawning pretty hard. So the guy on the left, he seems awake. Is there anything else that happens from that, Monty?
No, I think he's just awake.
Damn.
Awake and slowed until he
right.
falls asleep.
And
Just save ends.
the guy on the right will fight, and he is also awake.
Nice daily power, everybody.
Now they are still.
Next turn, he might fall asleep.
I believe they are no longer slowed.
They're done. They're no longer slowed.
Okay.
They shook it off.
They shook it off. They looked drowsy for a second, and they weren't going anywhere. But they managed to slap themselves awake, and because they're goblins, they little bit of that.
So how much did you have to pay to roll 20 in order to get those high rolls on the DM rolls?
I
just curious.
have the premium package.
That figures.
Yeah.
I've heard that about you.
Don't worry, guys. I think everything's going great, and you just have to mop this up. Nothing could go wrong.
Goblin Warrior's turn.
Say premium, I heard minimum.
You know, when DMs say nothing can go wrong, that's when I hear you're
we're
going to
dead,
die
yeah.
of one
Running
death.
away. Yeah.
Have
Yeah.
I ever lied to you guys?
Yes.
Good luck, guys. I'm right behind you.
Guys,
Frequently.
all of those lies I told were to me, and you guys just happened to be there.
Uh-huh.
So,
So how do we know you weren't talking to yourself?
Be true to yourself, Tony. Be true to
I
yourself.
don't know how
And
to
to
do
your
that.
school.
A Goblin Warrior is going to stab Peter Dragonforge with a spear.
In the heart.
Yeah. So he would just, he's just going to jab that right into your gut, Peter, if he can.
He rolls
Yeah,
a critical
he can't.
miss.
Yeah. Well, he tried.
Did he stab himself because he critically missed?
No, but he is sad.
He stabbed the floor right in front of Peter Dragonforge, and he looks very disappointed with himself.
Now,
Did he break his weapon?
No, he did not.
That's
now
my
she-
divine sanction. He felt Bahamut in his heart.
Geez.
That sounds painful.
His current situation, and he's going to take a shift back away from Peter Dragonforge.
Isn't Bahamut a
Say,
giant dragon?
say that again. We missed what you said, Tony. Could you
I
say that again?
apologize. The Goblin Warrior is going to kind of saunter back. He's going to shift away from Peter Dragonforge.
Yeah, that's right.
He shifts back.
Yeah, you shift back.
Speaking of Peter Dragonforge, it's his turn.
Way to
Yeah.
make him
Hi
shift,
there.
Peter. Good job.
Hi there. I'm gonna kill you now.
Shifted right in his pants. Sorry.
Oh, so that's a 28.
Steve Lutz is getting to me.
Yes!
That's a 28 versus AC there.
So you just follow him and just wallop him upside the head.
With his
Yeah.
sword? Nice.
So that's 8 damage,
Okay.
and he's again the target of my divine sanction.
All right,
He's
he is
looking
not
sanctified.
He is not bloodied yet, but he seems weary of his current situation.
Anybody
Goblin
want to help me
Yeah.
over here? Come on over. By the way, I say anybody, anywhere.
So Peter,
You seem to have it
I'd
under
be
control.
happy to.
Peter, do you want
I
to
see
do
a great
minor
flanking
action?
position right over there, but it's not my turn yet.
I'm gonna for my minor. I'm going to channel my divine strength, which will apply my strength modifier as extra damage on my Oh no, that's for my next turn. So I missed it already, and I didn't need the +2 from my friends because I rolled really well. So I'm done.
All right.
Okay.
Alestrin.
Yo! Okay, so let's see. All of the good spots behind the pillars seem to be taken right now. Oh, except for this one. All right. So let's see. If I were to, this is just a
Charge for
purely
crossbowmen. Charge
question.
for crossbowmen.
Yeah, no, thanks. If I were to go over here, do I gain cover from both crossbowmen at that point?
I would say definitely.
All right. Then I will do that. Do I still have a shot on both of the crossbowmen? Cover.
I would say it's going to be pretty hard to hit the one directly south of you, but the other one is going to have slight cover.
All right. How about then this guy with the spear that's engaging Peter over there?
He is going to have some cover because you're behind a pillar.
Okay, but I can take a shot on him.
Yeah.
Okay. So I will go ahead and fire.
Do you want to mark someone as your quarry?
Yes, I do. I was getting to that.
And you know what? I think you can from him.
He said
does not-
exhaustedly.
He does not actually have cover from you. I
The
would
closer
say.
guy you can, you're using the pillar now as your cover.
It's your pillar, not
yeah.
his.
So you can peek out behind it and shoot him because he's sort of shifted away from it now.
Yeah.
Beautiful. All right. Well, then I will definitely make him my quarry,
Excellent choice.
as indicated by the expanding circle that I just put over him there. And then I will also take a shot at this guy. So twin strike.
Do it. Start with your quarry.
And that's a 22 versus AC.
That'll hit a Goblin Warrior.
That'll hit a Goblin Warrior. Beautiful. So then we roll a 1d10. Hang on, looking it up. Oh, no plus on that one because it's twin strike.
Mm-hmm.
You know how it goes.
I do.
But I do get the quarry bonus. Oh, for a 6.
Not bad. Not bad. All right. So that's 6 damage is enough to bloody him.
Woo.
Second shot, same as the. Well, never mind.
Same as a lot.
That is a 26.
I'd say that nails a goblin even behind cover.
Yeah, he peeks out just in time to catch it in the cheek.
Like it.
He's
Which
a
one?
cheeky goblin.
Less so now. That's an 8.
All right.
Nice.
First blood on the goblin sharpshooter.
Beautiful. I like that. Okay. So as long as I've got an action point, I'm going to go ahead and use it. This time, that guy's not
no more
bloodied
Mr.
yet.
Nice Elf.
No, I'm.
Yeah,
now
which guy's
this elf
bloodied?
is An angry elf.
The one right in front of you, Peter.
Yeah, I bloodied him
sweet.
for
With the
you.
little red dot.
I got the
Thanks.
jar lid nice and loose. Now you just got to pop it off.
Got
The
it.
jar lid being the goblin's head.
Yes, exactly.
Ooh.
I'm going to go ahead and make a 2-fanged strike on this guy down here.
And how many attacks does the two fang strike have?
The 2-fanged strike is actually 2 attacks, but on 1 creature.
Oh.
All right.
So there goes
I
that
suppose that
action
makes sense.
point.
If you have fangs, it would be hard to split
It's
them.
really-
up
yeah,
into
it's really hard.
creatures.
It's
You don't
hard
pull
to,
your fangs out and throw them at people?
it's hard to
Them
bite
to
two
stand
people at the
right
same
next
time.
to each
Trust
other.
me, I've tried.
So that is a. Oh, I actually make 2 separate attacks, though, right?
Indeed. Yeah, so give me the
Yes.
first one.
First one's a 27.
Yeah, that
You're on a,
hits
you
him.
are on a roll.
I see what you did there.
That's not what I did.
Um,
That's just the thing. You
And
said.
the other one's an
Your
11.
roll is slowed.
Yeah.
Slow your roll, Western. That one's missed. So the
We're
first
all-
attack hits, not the second
All a
attack.
little slowed. Okay. Let me see. Do I want to try and use my elven? Yeah, I'm going to use my elven accuracy to retake that shot.
Okay.
Do it.
You get
Because
a
I'm
bonus,
irritated
right?
with that guy for shooting me with an arrow. That makes me angry. And I also gain a +2 bonus to the new attack roll.
Excellent.
So that one's a 12.
You did one better.
That's good.
That's
I like
great.
that.
You're still
Better is
on the
good.
upswing. It
Good
misses,
use of
but
2
you're still on
encounter
the upswing.
powers. All right.
You did nail him with that one shot, one fang. One fang's worth of damage.
All right. 1 fang. That's not that great. 1d10 plus 4 comes up with that's a 12 damage.
All right, that's not bad. In fact, I would say 12 damage. Bloody's a goblin sharpshooter.
Love that.
Ooh.
Well
All
done,
right.
Mr. Quiverbottom.
I'm fresh out of things I can do. So,
All right.
somebody else is up.
Let's turn it over to Melik.
I think.
Oh,
that
wait. I lied.
Of course you did.
I will attack Olestrin.
Excellent.
The goblins seem like perhaps we could adopt this Melik guy into our fold.
Never mind. I realized I already cored that other guy. So
Did you move?
Yeah, he did.
yes, I did. I moved
literally
behind the
had
pillar.
actions.
Right.
Don't
like
encourage me.
Like I was saying, charm of misplaced wrath.
Okay.
My goal will be to move this guy
All right.
over next to his friend so he can attack the bloodied guy.
All right.
Now, can you?
Will he have a disadvantage on a crossbow attack from that close to him, though?
He will not. He normally his buddy or whoever he did with a close range attack could take an opportunity attack on him. This guy is probably going to be freaked out enough that his friend decided to charge him not to do that.
I start off with an attack versus will. I'm aware this guy is behind a pillar. But how about a 21?
21 is pretty good. Yeah, this guy over here decides, you know what? You know who looks like really vulnerable right now? That guy.
All right. I will slide him up to 3 squares and daze him
Ooh,
Oh.
beautiful.
until the end of my next turn.
Okay.
And he makes a basic attack against a creature of my choice as a free action with a +2
All right.
power bonus to the damage roll. Shoot your friend. I command it.
So he is going
With an
to
accent.
he's going to hand crossbow that guy
Yeah, he is.
in the face.
Yeah.
14 versus AC. Sadly, does he have a bonus? Is that what you said?
+2.
Is a bonus to damage, not to hit.
Not to hit. All right. With a not to hit, unfortunately,
What kind of a power
he
is
does
that?
not hit. But he's standing out there and he's dazed, which is a
Yeah.
pretty bad place for him to be
So he
standing.
is granting combat advantage, and he does not have cover from many of you.
Yeah, that is correct. And and generally he just looks befuddled about why he has just shot his friend.
Why am
with
I
a
over here?
crossbow.
What happened? I was just over there.
And I would like to spend an action point.
Do it.
And
Call. Just make your orb glow.
I will hit the other guy, the bloodied one, with hypnotism.
Okay.
He be hypnotized.
This will be a +7 versus Will. 15.
15 versus Will. Now, that guy, I believe, does have cover, but that's still good enough to hit a goblin.
Is cover from Will?
Yeah, covers from everything, because he's got to sort of target the charm. He's got to be able to see him.
I'm going to slide him up to 3 squares.
You ever accidentally charm a pillar? It's embarrassing.
Where would you like to put him?
Well, I'm good at plugging them, and Peter's good at tapping
Let's
them.
drag him
odds
out
are that
here.
we charmed them once or twice.
Out here into the open like that.
All right. He
How,
is
how far can you slide him?
3
3
squares.
squares.
Okay, so that is 1, 2.
Yep.
Yeah. That seems
All
fine.
right.
I don't want
So,
him too close.
You can
to
move
us.
him forward.
standing up.
Move him. You can move him forward a little bit further, so he's even closer.
You want him that
No,
close?
leave him there.
I mean,
All right.
if we want to engage him, we can run down there. I just wanted him out from behind the pillar.
Yeah, I'm okay with
All right.
that.
All right. Anything
That's all
else?
for me.
All right. Flessa, your turn.
Okay. I realize that guy down there is dazed and granting combat advantage. However, I really like hitting somebody up close. That was fun. So, I'm
was
going to
fun.
move,
It's important to have
here.
a hobby.
and then if
Yeah.
I'm correct,
I like the part when you hit the guy like 8 times. That was
So
fun.
you went over that way to
so if I move,
Flessa,
so if I move to, yes, question.
my question was going to be, could you show me what path you take?
Uh-oh.
I was going to go diagonally
So you went to,
Pretty sneaky.
you went to here,
sis.
there. Yep.
and where?
That just triggered whenever a woman says diagonally.
Exactly.
Nice.
Ah, I can't get my stupid thing. There
To
we go.
there? Is that right?
To there.
Okay.
Yep. And then to where I am.
Hold on.
And
Yeah. So when you're here,
Hold your kobold.
oh,
slow your human roll. So you step on that floor there, and something happens. Potentially.
sorry guys.
No.
This is pretty exciting. You gotta admit.
So
So what was once floor
wait.
is less than floor. Wow,
So
that's great.
what's your reflex?
So what? It's like hardwood
Pretty
now.
damn good, yeah.
What's your reflex?
Sorry, everything cut out for a second there. What did you need to know?
I'd like to know your reflex, please.
19.
19 is your reflex. So as you basically step on that floor opens into a pit.
Oh man.
Whoa.
Everything's
You're right, I
going
should-
great, guys.
I should have pulled that guy 1 square farther.
Yeah, I guess so.
So the pit is about 10 feet deep. So you're going
Well,
to
that's
take some
nothing.
damage as you fall into the pit.
Yep.
Can she tumble with
Well,
it?
she's acrobatic. Could she do something to? Yeah.
Yeah, she could run in the air for a second. I saw it in that cartoon.
It's not that
Yeah.
bad. You're going to take 3 damage as you kind of you hurt your ankle a little bit as you stick the landing and then fall prone. Oh. Also, Dan, what else is in the pit?
Well, let me tell you what you've won. As you land on the ground, everything's dark for a second, and you're like, "Oh man, this is very terrible being in a pit." And then you feel something crawling on you, and
Ew.
you hear some squeaking and a swarm of rats.
Kitty!
Oh, I hate storms.
Is it a rat king?
Yes,
It's
all their
a-
tails are tied together.
It's an up-and-coming rat king.
Creepy.
Throw him on the frozen floor in the other room.
We should probably add
Take care of them.
the rat swarm to the initiative order.
Indeed. Let's do that now.
Oh, goody.
I want to do something with rope
You went
to get her out of there.
You and your rope.
You and your goblin rope. All right, so the rat swarm will be acting. Let's see here. 10, which puts them directly after Flessa. Good news.
Oh, great.
Have you heard the news?
Get out of my house.
So that was your movement. I would say you still have some actions left because all you did is move and fall into a pit, and falling into a pit was for free.
Oh,
What a
boy.
deal.
Thanks,
Didn't
guys.
cost you a thing.
So you could presumably
Such
use
a
your
bargain.
action and turn it into a move and get yourself out of the pit.
That is my
Thought.
plan. You said it's only 10 feet deep.
It is.
But you're only 2.5 feet tall. So
I am pretty short. I'm almost
But
5
she's
feet
prone,
tall. Thank
right?
You very much.
Yeah, you
But
are
I am
prone.
prone.
You are going to have to get up.
That's true. Okay, so that's a move action right there.
That would be your second move action, and you would only have a minor left.
Minor left, and I don't
Action
have
point?
anything fancy I can do. I used my action point to kill that guy last time.
No.
Yep. So I guess I'm just gonna brace myself for a bunch of rats in the face.
So did you get up? Was that what you used your action for?
Yes.
Okay, so you're standing up. You're sort of huddled against that corner, and there's
Incidentally,
rats
also the
heading for your
tagline for
shoes.
Chipotle.
Rat Potle.
Brace yourself for a bunch of rats in the face. It's Chipotle.
That's Smurgle's tagline for his sandwich shop.
Smurgle's
Smurgle sandwich shop.
Smurgles Jr.
All right. The rat swarm goes next.
All right. So, unfortunately,
Such a common phrase. The rat swarm goes next.
so the rats
prefer
are
not to
going
be.
to attempt to basically eat Flessa.
No,
So,
do it. She's all sinewy.
so they're gonna roll an attack on you.
Yeah.
Now, Flessa, we'll tell you a little bit about rats because you're getting eaten by them.
Facts about rats.
Does she have to roll for rat
All right.
mystery or something?
Hashtag rat facts. You would know that a rat swarm, in
Not
general-
all rats.
not all rats, but
Yeah, of course not.
swarm,
All rats.
swarms of creatures are harder to hit when you're doing melee and ranged attacks, but take extra damage from close or area attacks. So some of your friends, for example, have the ability to, fill areas with fire or grasping claws or things like that.
All great things when you're stuck in a pit.
Yeah, 'cause sounds wonderful.
So Dan, I believe, has rolled a. Have you rolled an attack for the
A
rats?
swarm of teeth. 8 versus AC, which sounds like probably not on you.
Yeah, that misses.
All right.
All right.
The rats are
I
swarming.
wiggled them off.
Yeah,
They're
can't find
all
purchase.
over you, but they're not finding any gaps in your armor or clothing. It's probably extremely uncomfortable. But
By the way, also good at filling an area with fire. Chipotle.
all right, I would say that the rats have completed their turn.
Okay, you're up.
They all look hungry.
Hungry like the rat.
Oh boy. Hungry like a rat. Okay, well. Are the rats? Would you say the rats have climbed fully up, or are they still more?
Oh, they're just in the pit.
They're in the pit. They're just 10 feet down.
They're happy to eat me if they can.
Yeah, they have
All right.
one meal at a time.
Well, then in that case, I'm not going to worry about them right now. And
Thanks.
sorry. All I've got is, bad things that might hurt you.
That's fair. That's fair. On second thoughts,
Yeah.
stay up there.
Well, we'll figure out the rats situation pretty soon. Instead, I'm going to drop a grasping tide on these two guys. It's a burst 1.
All right.
So we'll go bloody dude first.
Mm-hmm.
And that's +7 versus fortitude. 25.
Yeah, that'll hit a goblin, no problem.
Woohoo. And 12.
Now that other guy is granting combat advantage. Is that enough, Dan?
14 versus fortitude.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. So in that case, fun facts. So they each take 10 damage.
All right.
And until the end of my next turn, if they leave the area of effect, I can use an opportunity action to make a secondary attack. So if they
Okay.
leave
That was fun.
these squares.
Yeah.
All right. So if they move out of those squares, basically.
Yeah. So that's that. And then in addition, let's see. In addition to that, I'm going to pop my action point. And pop. And I'm going to use my daily, see if this works. Lightning arc.
All right. What's that do?
That sounds pretty. I wish I was up there to see it.
Twin bolts of lightning strike your foes and knock over creatures near them.
All right. So who are we targeting with this?
All right, we're targeting again. We're gonna target these two guys right here.
Okay.
So dude number 1. 25.
Versus.
Reflex.
I'll nail that guy.
And 18 versus reflex.
I'll nail that guy.
Sweet. All right, so they take. Oops. They each take. Oh, that's sad. 6 damage. So not a lot of damage.
I'll let you know that first guy keels over.
Nice.
Oh, yay. Well, sadly.
That second guy is bloodied.
Sadly, since he was my primary target, I will not get dazed until the end of my next turn. Or he will not get dazed until the end of my next turn.
But he's
he's
dead
pretty
at the end of your next
dazed.
turn, so that's
Yeah.
great.
Exactly. And make a secondary attack that is an area burst 1. How do you feel about this guy being technically the target of a burst 1, even though he's dead now?
That's fine. It
Okay.
still affects his area.
All right, sweet. And does a burst 1 does that head 10 feet down?
He may be dead, but his area remains.
Would that do it?
They might have
Filled
cover.
with fire, incidentally.
We'll
They
say
might
that,
have
yeah,
cover?
we'll say they have
Yeah.
cover.
Yeah, from
All
the
right,
kind of the
from
lip
first
of the.
one.
But it's lightning, so it bounces around. It doesn't
Well,
really care about up or
good
down.
news. Make a
not what
secondary
lightning
attack that is an
does.
area burst
Good.
1 burst
More
centered
good
on each
news.
primary
If you hit
target.
them, they will take extra damage.
And let's see. 21 versus reflex for the rats.
I'd say that'd hit.
Yeah,
the rat
you
swarm.
definitely
Flex.
you zap some rats.
Zapping rats. All right.
You guys ever smell electrified rat? It is delicious.
Well, the funny thing about lightning arc is that the thing that I sent down wasn't so much lightning as a giant clap of thunder, and then rats are knocked prone, or in this case, upside down.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, they're on their
fine.
back.
They're already prone.
They're lounging rats now.
Yeah.
There's really no other
Lounging
position
rats.
for a rat, is there?
All right. Well, the rats are lounging, and
Does that this guy too? Does this guy down here, the bloody guy, get attacked from that?
the bloody guy got attacked from the original D10.
And he doesn't take. But since you did a burst 1 on this guy, does he not get hit by that as well?
Oh, he does. That's a good point.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that.
So he may be knocked down as well.
All right. Let's see that. 24.
Yes.
26. He's
All
not.
right, he is knocked down. He is dazed
Alright.
and knocked down, which is bad state of affairs, honestly.
I like that movie.
Well, for him
Dazed
anyway.
and knocked down.
That's our Richard Linklater, yeah.
And I'm going to move back. Yeah, move one back of the hallway. And
Alright.
that is my turn.
Excellent.
Nice.
Thanks, Steve. Griswin.
Right. Well, now that I'm not dying anymore, I'm going to move a little closer to here. What the heck is that guy over there?
Just a point of clarification, you're still technically dying.
Yeah,
What?
less
Just
slowly.
maybe not quite so fast.
They're being philosophical. Ignore that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you
There's
see,
no time for philosophy.
you see
There's a time and
face-
place.
So you happen to glance over at that doorway, and you see a face sort of like poke out of it, but then it darts back inside. It doesn't seem to be getting engaged in the fight.
Okay. Well, I'm going to, I want to rescue my little buddy down here. So I'm going to cast a Sacred Flame at these rats.
Okay, sure. I would say you are standing at the perfect angle. To be able to
Before
hit
you
them.
sacred flame them, would it help if I told you that they're adorable Ratatouille style rats?
God,
I
get 'em.
hate
Kill 'em.
rats.
They hold up a casserole.
Hey, Steve.
I
I stepped
feel
in a
like-
trap. I fell in a pit.
19
And
versus
I'm
reflex?
hungry like the rats.
Okay.
That's all I got.
Reflex
I
will-
thought we were doing Duran Duran now.
I'm just going to do the ha part at the end.
They take 10 damage.
All right, now
Hungry
as we
like the
pointed out,
rats.
Rats do.
Hungry like the
resist.
rats. Hungry like the rats.
This is the musical episode.
This is the guys who have the fear
Are
episode.
we all turning into
Aren't-
musical
aren't they
genius
all?
rats?
Oh man, half a beer and Jason
We're all
Snell and Steve
gonna
Weston. I just
All right, so keep in mind, as we described to Flessa, a melee or range attacks will take half damage for these guys. They are really most vulnerable to close and area attacks. So, like, if you threw a fireball down there, they would be pretty toasty rats. So
Yeah, I
they're
don't
only
have
going to take 5 damage from that attack.
Okay. That's
But
better
that-
than nothing.
The more you know.
Toasty rats.
Rizwin, so you're helping out Flessa. Is there anything else you want to do with your turn there? You've moved, you standard, any sort of line or anything?
I have an action point too. I'm kind of tempted to take it and then also Sacred Flame that guy. So I'm going to do that.
Okay, keep in mind, he is prone right now, although
Yeah.
I guess he's also dazed, so that comes out as a wash.
Down in the pit
Okay.
with a
You have
bunch
combat
of
advantage. It's harder to hit him, but you have combat
invulnerable to ranged attacks.
24 hit it?
Do 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 do
All right, I have a hard
do
time
do
hearing
do
you
do
get
do
that loud, so
do.
and it's her turn, so let's give her that.
That's
He,
optional.
courtesy,
he gets
please.
another. He gets 10 damage.
All right, he'll take 10 damage. So you Sacred Flame that guy. He's not
Yep.
looking great. He's had
He's
better
flamed.
days.
He's now
prone,
flamed.
he's dazed. He's Sacred Flamed. He's just rolling on the ground with his hands over his eyes, going, "Why?"
Okay.
I need to hang out with my rats.
I don't specifically have rope, but is that a part of the adventurer's kit?
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
I will throw if it is a minor action. I will throw a rope down to Flessa,
All right, that rope is in the pit.
like holding onto it as well.
Not what you said. No. Okay.
All right, yeah, you're holding onto the rope. You lower the rope down there.
You just throw the coil of rope in there.
I'm pretty solid, so
That's true. And you can resist being with dwarves are pretty tough. So you can
right.
resist
Something with rope.
You could totally haul up a halfling by a rope. Yeah, but I just like
He's
just
human.
throw a
She's
rope
not a
in
halfling.
there.
She's a small
Sorry.
person.
Sorry, small.
That is
person.
Small
insulting.
human.
Racist.
Dare you?
I'm 140 pounds. I'm probably everything she is.
You're heavier than I am, that's for sure.
Yes.
All right. Anything else for you, Rismoon, or are you all set?
Nope, just Bearden.
All right.
Just Bearden. That's a
Goblin
minor.
sharpshooter. All right. He's having a rough day. He's rolling around on the ground. He's dazed. So he only gets one action.
He's gonna shoot from the ground,
He is totally going to shoot from the ground.
and he's gonna shoot at Risbon.
Yep. But he'll do so at a penalty.
But you are the cause of all of his troubles in life, most recently.
Excuse
This is
me.
true.
He has a very short memory.
Yeah. That's a 15, actually. A 15 versus AC.
Yeah, he doesn't hit me.
Okay. So, I mean, he's shooting from the ground, right? So he's sort of rolling around. He just pulls his crossbow. The bolt goes totally wide, and he's just like, I can't get anything right.
Now, what day?
I'm surprised he managed to reload in that time. That's impressive.
Yeah, seriously.
He's well trained.
It's a hand crossbow. They have like a little magazine.
Yeah, it's got a clip.
Of course.
Now, Monty, you dazed him. How long does that last?
Until the end of my turn.
Oh, nice. So he's still dazed.
He's dazed. He's a daisy.
All right. So he's
Or
not
an
going anywhere. He's just rolling on the ground there. Goblin Warrior in front of Peter has been divine sanctioned, I believe. So he is just going to lash out at Peter Dragonforge with a spear. 26 versus AC. I believe that is a critical hit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Max damage. You will take 10 damage.
All right.
Spear damage.
Spear damage. Speared in the face.
Ouch.
Oh, I
Good,
hate
how
it
you
when
doing?
Shift.
I'm doing fine.
He's going to shift down. He's
Spear to the face,
spear,
right?
like shift him back because he clearly wants to get away from you.
You were an altar boy once. Sorry.
You're not.
I'm not.
Next up is Peter Dragonforge, the man, the legend.
Boom! Attacking this dude again.
Boom.
Oh, 13.
That is not enough to hit a Goblin Warrior, my friend.
All right, well then I'm going to use my heroic effort and counter power, and now it's 17.
That is enough to hit a Goblin, my friend.
Woohoo!
Tell me about damage.
I like that. 9.
You knock him off his feet.
And you sweep him off his feet. He's dead.
Do I sweep the
Right
leg?
into death.
He's dead. You sweep, you cut. I mean, you don't sweep the leg. You cut the leg off, and he just sort of teeters over. Then he slowly
All right.
bleeds out over the next 5 very awkward minutes.
You slit the femoral
Yay,
artery.
worth
Good
it.
job.
All right.
So you moved, you stabbed, you conquered.
What else is there to do?
That's what's best. in
Watch
life,
out for
I hear.
that guy in the room.
Yeah, Risbon yells at you something about a guy in a room.
Well, I saw that there was that secret door, so I've been keeping my eye on the
It's not secret,
on that
it's
door the whole
open.
time.
It is
Okay,
an open
I saw
door.
that.
Do you call your
I saw that
closet secret
slightly.
doors?
Yeah, Peter
Yes,
Peter
I
can-
do. I do.
Peter considers all
I do.
doors secret doors.
I saw the cracked open door when I came over
Okay,
here.
so
I've
she
known
did.
that it was cracked open. Whatever.
Very,
I'm
yeah.
aware that it's there.
Are you done, Peter?
I'm done.
Alestrin.
Yes. So Alestrin has seen Flesta fall into this pit, and he hears the sound that he recognizes as being a swarm of some small natural creature that freaks him.
He doesn't
that
know nature. He assumes they're robots.
he knows nature. He
Know your enemy.
knows nature, and it freaks him the heck out. So he immediately springs forward to try to get Flesta out of the pit.
Does he jump in the pit? I really want.
No, he's going to move up to the edge of the pit, and I don't know if he can like reach over to try and give her a hand at this
Well,
point.
there's a rope. Riswin has lowered a rope for her.
Well, there's a rope, but we got to wait for her turn for that. Is there anything I can
Yes.
do on my turn to try and drag her forcibly out of the pit?
That's going to be very hard to do. Have you ever tried to drag somebody forcibly out of a 10-foot pit full of rats?
As a matter of fact, I have, yes, and it's not that hard.
Well,
I do weigh 88 pounds. I'll point
you
that
are
out.
tougher than a Lestern. You got to remember that.
All right.
You should.
That's a good point. Yes. It's hard not to be. Okay. So seeing that there's nothing I can do to try to drag Fless out of the pit, I will take a ill-advised ranged attack on the rats.
No, take a ranged attack on this guy.
No, it's got to be the rats. Don't like those rats.
Rats.
All
right.
They bite. They sting. They bite so hard.
They don't sting.
Yeah, you're all over this nature thing.
Yeah, you got nature figured out. Oh man, I hope you guys have never had any of Elysian s'mores, because you know what they got in them?
Rats.
Oh, they've had rats. Come on. So just your average ranged basic attack on these cats.
Okay.
Rats.
No, they're rats.
Flessin knows more about nature.
That's an 18.
That is an 18.
If they were kitties, I would know.
Which is enough to hit a swarm of rats.
All right.
They're pointy kitties.
So, I like pointy kitties. 1d10 plus 4. That's 14 damage on the rat swarm.
So again,
divided by whatever.
Yeah, you're gonna lose half of that because you nail a rat or two, but they're still overwhelmingly.
I like to think I shish kebab like 8 of them in a line.
Yeah, very Robin Hood style.
All right, I feel very satisfied having pierced some rats.
All right, so you've moved. You have standarded. Do you have a minor?
Yeah, I'm gonna make these rats my quarry.
All right.
I should have done that before I shot at them.
You should.
I was in a bit of a haze, and also the producer in my ear did not pop in and suggest that I do so this time. So they are now my quarry.
All right. We'll move along to Melech.
I will hold my orb aloft and summon a magic missile.
All right. What's it do?
Man, if I had a nickel.
It's going to shoot this bloody goblin sharpshooter down here.
How much damage will that do?
It will do 7 damage.
He's dead.
Yeah.
Gets him right between the eyes. Right between the eyes.
I love having an attack that I don't have to roll to hit, and it always does the same damage.
That is excellent. Anything else from you, Melech?
No, that seems fine. Go get those rats, guys.
Get the rats!
Says the guy with all the area attacks that can do extra damage on rat swarms. But, that's cool. Flessa.
They're mostly psychic attacks.
Now, Flessa, because you're next to a swarm of rats, when you start your turn in the rat's aura, which is basically any square adjacent to them, they're going to bite you.
Of course they are.
That's just the way rats got to be rats, man.
Rats got a rat.
You got to
They're going to critically rat you. So 9 damage, and you're going to take ongoing 3 damage at the beginning of your turn next turn.
Okay.
Yeah, you think some rats got up your sleeve.
Oh, yeah. Boom.
Nothing up my sleeve.
Okay.
Climb up the
Should you
rope.
climb out now?
Yes, that is going to be my first action, is to climb up the rope. And then
If there
I
are
guess
rats
I would-
up your sleeve, do not bring that vileness up here.
I guess I would end up over here since there's no other actual empty square. I don't know.
All right, so you're going to try climb up over there. That's going to require probably athletics.
Yeah, shouldn't be hard. You're pretty good at climbing, and there's a rope there.
Yep. Let's see. So that's a 14.
Yeah, you shimmy up that rope and out of the pit. I will say, because you have avoided there are no longer rats on you and you're short shaking rats off, I feel like you're probably not going to take a lot of rat damage from that.
Okay.
You probably don't want to go back down that pit. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Heck no.
We'll see what happens on your following turn. Would you like to do anything else while you're here?
No, I think I'm just gonna hold off. I don't want to throw any of my daggers down into the pit, so I'm not even going to attack the rats.
Okay.
Unless there's a handy stone on the ground next to me to just throw at them. No.
You could do a range basic with a.
Yeah. Just throw a rock down there. See what happens.
Ah, sweet. Okay. Let's see.
It's not going to do a lot of
Just
damage.
out of spite.
It might feel satisfying though.
Yeah, it's mainly spite.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Not without a dagger, actually, which was with a stone. So 21 to hit, and ignore that damage. What's the damage on a stone?
It should say on your sheet unarmed, I think, for melee basic.
Well, she's got dagger though, so it will just
Oh,
dagger.
dagger.
Yeah, it's telling me dagger
No
damage.
problem with 8 damage. That's only gonna do 4 damage. It's
Okay.
half.
Yeah.
Yeah, the rats. You may nail a couple rats there, but they're still swarming around, skittering around, going like. That's how rats sound, right?
No.
I don't want to do my name.
Sure.
Die, pointy kitties.
It's the rat swarm's turn.
You know what rat swarms are great at doing?
Are they going to go around in a circle in the pit?
No, they're going to climb up. I think they're going to chase.
You pulled the rope up, didn't you?
I definitely did.
Oh yeah.
But rats have a climb speed
And they are
They're pretty
great at
fine.
this. This is like,
So they just sort of swarm, like boil right out of that pit.
yeah.
Ew.
10
And
feet.
They don't.
Really?
Yep. They can't get any further than that, but it's close enough to start eating Flessa.
Yeah.
These aren't spider
Hooray.
rats by some
12
chance.
versus AC. Spider rat does whatever a spider rat can.
Ew.
12 versus AC,
Okay.
Flessa?
Also, I'm bloodied. I don't know
Wrong
if that
side.
matters.
Yeah.
12 versus AC misses by quite a bit.
Okay. So they're sort of like swarming around there. You are, just FYI, you are in their aura again, so they may take a bite at you at the beginning of your next turn.
If they're still alive.
If they're still alive. Kay!
All right, time to kill some rats. I'm gonna move over here.
Always time to kill some rats.
Yep. And I'm gonna drop. Can I have a pillar be a center of a burst one?
Yeah, okay. Sure. Why not?
Stump
nuts.
the DM! You have won!
It makes sense. It's fine. I'm not gonna do that thing anyway. I'm just gonna do a jolt of lightning. Die, rats, die. Rats may die. 18 versus fortitude.
They'll hit.
Sweet.
Yay.
Okay,
All right.
go.
Die, rats, die.
Kill them! Kill the rats!
Kill the rats.
That's
11
just Ger-
damage.
That's just German for the rats. All right, so
The rats are on fire.
11 damage, and they cannot take opportunity actions until the end of my next turn.
okay.
Oh, okay.
5 damage for the rats. The rats are bloodied.
5 damage?
Yes! Yes!
It's not an
Kill the
area or
rats.
close attack from a melee or ranged attack. They take half damage.
Boo. Okay.
Rizwin. Rats
Yes.
are trying to eat your apprentice.
I am not okay with that.
Good.
I am Sacred Flaming. Actually, if I move here, would my Sacred Flame do more damage because it's close?
Nope. The ranged attack does not change your damage. You could use a melee attack if you got closer.
Okay.
But yeah, ranged attack, totally fine.
I'm going to try to smash these. But if I use a melee attack from here, then I would do regular damage, right?
You do melee. You do whatever damage is on your melee power. You will also be in the rat aura. Just keep in mind, so the rats may try to bite you on your turn.
Well,
Next
I'm going to try to smash them with my amazing hammer, which is named Mordenkrad.
Nice.
All right. Tell me about attacking the rats.
Yes.
Yeah.
Critical hit.
Wow. That is some rat. All right. Tell me about damage.
A lot.
So it's maximum damage for your hammer. What does your hammer normally do?
2d6 plus 6 for Celindo's hammer. So that would be 18, I guess.
18.
All right. So they'll take
Smashy, smashy.
half damage from that, which is pretty good. Those rats are.
You are just going to town on this. There's just a thin rat mist. Through
Yes! Kill the rats! Kill them!
The rats are still alive, but you have thinned the rat.
Yeah, the rat herd is not looking great.
You're basically playing whack-a-mole, right?
Yep.
Yeah, fairly much.
Whack rat, as they call it in Undermountain.
Or in 7 max.
And as my minor action, I'm going to cast Healing Word on Flessa.
Okay.
Hooray!
You can take
Flessa
a healing surge, and you also get an additional 1d6 hit points from that.
Oh, cool. All right, you want to roll the d6 for me then?
Sure.
Oh, surge is 6.
You get an extra 4.
Hooray!
All right, Rizwin, you all set?
Thank you kindly.
You're welcome.
I feel much better.
Good.
Peter Dragon.
I'm all set now.
Your friends are getting attacked by rats.
All right. Can I do a healing surge? What is that charge? What's the charge for a healing
That is a
surge?
second wind for you, which is a standard action. So you will not attack if you were going to do that.
All right. I am going to take a healing surge.
You're not even bloody, dude. What are you doing?
And then I'm going to cast my Divine Challenge on the rats.
Nice.
This means that if the rats do not come over here and attack, they will take damage.
Okay.
This is a good use
And
of
I'm done.
Bahamut's divine
Yourself,
power.
you're like, hey, rats, what's up?
You make eye contact with all of the individual remaining rats.
I'm watching you, rats!
You ever hold eye
squeak
contact with
again.
8 rats?
Squeak
at a time?
again.
It's not easy.
There's only 8 rats left? Excellent. I can smash them more.
So it's still Olestrin's quarry, I believe.
Pierce that many with one arrow.
All right. So, Peter, you are finished.
Yes.
Peter, you used a healing surge, and you use your second wind to use a healing surge. You also have a bonus to your defenses from that.
+2 for 1 round.
If the rats really want to come over here, sure.
They might. We'll see. All right. Well, Lester.
Yes, I am still enraged at these rats for continuing to exist in my presence. So I'm going to fire just a standard ranged basic that can do the most possible damage at them. I know it doesn't sound like a standard ranged basic would do the most possible damage, but it's complicated.
It is apparently.
So that's a 24.
That'll hit some rats.
To the tune of... Whoa!
Try again. Try again.
63.
104 sided die, huh?
Looks good to me.
Where'd you get one of
If
those?
there's one thing I've learned to do is trust computers absolutely.
Computers know everything.
Okay, that's a 6.
Which will be
It's possible
halved.
that my fervor to take out the rats has...
No, the rats are your
my capacity.
FYI, the rats are your quarry.
Oh, yes, you are absolutely right.
That
So
one's
we get an
free.
additional
Next time.
1d6. We'll add on that 6 to that. Wow, another 2.
Wait,
Way to go, computer.
is it 1d6 plus 6?
The 6 was the one I rolled previously.
Ah, I see. So this
8
is the
total.
total of 8.
See what I did there?
I gotcha. So
Excellent.
they take 4 damage. Rats are still swarming. Couple rats left.
I shake my fist at the rats. Rats, I say.
And
Rats!
it's always left, as always, for Melik to clean up. your
Round
messes.
and round. What goes around comes around. I'll tell you why.
Time is a flat rat, my friend.
Or a rat circle.
All right, well, I guess I'll use Grasping
It's a
Shadows.
less popular philosophy.
I knew right from the beginning.
Ignoring that. Targeted here, so I don't accidentally grasp anybody I like with shadows.
Good call.
Thank you.
Let's see.
Thanks
this
for that.
is
Oh, that probably didn't include me.
No need to let you get that.
versus whatever will score a swarm of rats has.
Yeah, rat. Let me tell you, these
are
rats are not super willful.
Yeah, they're heavily trained rats, but only to an extent.
I like how Melik has spent this entire encounter like in the shadows, back in the hallway.
That's what he does. He's a creature of the shadows.
He's like,
I'm
I don't
picking
care
stuff.
about this room that Tony spent a long time making. I've got this hallway. That's all. I
Everybody who walked into it got shot or fell into holes.
Not the best. Not the
Nope.
best.
I would like to do 12 damage.
Now
This
that was an area attack, and rats are in
Area
fact
attack.
extra vulnerable, so they'll take 17 damage, and they will die.
Why did we even
terribly.
bother?
The remaining rats are just grasping, shadowed, and disintegrated.
Now, nobody walked into those squares for a couple seconds because of the shadows writhing within.
Yeah, that seems obvious to everyone
Probably-
around us.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't know. They're the ones jumping in holes and getting shot by stuff.
Yeah. See, the pest control guy
That was
always tells you
me.
stuff like that, but it's usually crap. You should go ahead and walk in there.
Okay, everybody should know that there's
Lawyers
a
insist
hiding in
on
the
it.
closet over
All
there.
right. So I would say that you guys are out of combat.
Except for the guy in the closet.
There's a guy in the closet over here.
Well, I
Oh
mean,
my.
you hear some
Yep.
scurrying sounds from over there.
It's a bit presumptuous for you to assume we don't want to kill him.
You are out of
Wherever
this
he
current
is.
combat. You can always roll initiative again.
All right.
Or initiative can be rolled for you.
I'm going to shoot an
All
arrow
right.
through the crack in the closet door there.
I would like to go over to the crack and peer in and see what I can see.
I believe Alestian just shot an arrow in the back of your head.
All right, well, I'll just, you first, sir, you first.
Really?
No,
You're gonna let
He
him-
can't even
I'm
see
rethinking
that.
I'm still this seething rage at having seen a swarm of rats is somewhat.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
surprised.
first contact encounters are not best left to Alestrin.
Oh boy.
I'm
He
gonna.
just shoots
I'm
whatever
calming
it
down
is.
now. It's cool. It's cool. The rats are dead.
Peter, can you go take a look?
Yeah,
Although
yeah. So I'm
sort
going to
of
go over
sneak
to that
a
door.
pile of dead rats and start whacking them with my bow a little
All
bit.
right, give us a
Sure they're
second.
still
We'll
dead.
reveal the room to you.
All right.
Dan's working on it.
I am doing that right now.
Right, because when I came in, I saw that door was slightly ajar, but not secret, just slightly
It's not
ajar.
a jar, it's a door, please.
There might be food in that jar.
Fork and a knife.
All right, so
Yeah, but if
Peter,
there is, it's spoiled.
the door was slightly ajar, and you
I
pop it
smelled it
open.
earlier.
The room beyond, it seems to be kind of a storeroom. There's a bunch of crates and barrels and chests littering the floor, and some of them are kind of stacked up. And you feel like you can sense some kind of movement behind one of the chests, that there might be a creature back there.
We can see him.
You can see him.
Well,
You're aware of his presence.
Oh.
He's right there.
Only
He's
in the top
mainly
deck.
hiding, like he's kind of behind the chest, but he seems to mainly be hiding by like
His head.
holding like a
Okay,
hand over his
so-
eyes.
So I am going to call out to him and say, come out with your hands up and we won't kill you.
The creature immediately responds.
Come
His
out of the
hands-
closet.
His hands poke up over the chest. He's unarmed, and a kind of diminutive-looking kobold steps out from behind the chest and approaches the door.
Aren't they
All
all
right.
kind of diminutive?
This one
I didn't even need to roll diplomacy for that.
No.
Tell me what you're doing here.
I'm looking for food, hiding.
Well, we got some rats over here.
Did you you took care of all Zara's goblins?
Well, all the ones that we saw in this room, yeah.
Are any back there with you?
No, just me. I was just looking for food,
As indicated
Are
by
you,
the knife and fork in the character icon.
Well, you want to be.
Are you? Do you know that?
Find
He
something.
is in fact armed with a
We
knife.
just
That is not a fork. It is a spork.
we just saw Hapdash and his intern upstairs. Do you know those guys?
Yeah. They're part of my tribe. Not the biggest fans of them. They threw in with Za when Za came down here. I'm not really. I don't usually talk about this a lot, but it seems like perhaps we're on same sides of the equation here.
You don't like Czar.
Not at all. Do not get me started on him. I had kind
So
of
why
a
don't you like
deal
him?
Going here, I was second in line to be in charge of my tribe. My uncle was in charge, and then Zara showed up, started killing people, taking over, made us start working with the goblins, going on raids for him. Not a fan.
Hey guys, check out this kobold.
Can you tell anything?
Nice to meet you. My name's Meffin.
Yeah, it would be.
Can you tell tell us anything about the area that might help us take down Czar?
You are in his headquarters right now, so good on you for that. What would you like to know?
Are there a lot more goblins around?
He's got a lot of them. There's a bunch. He's got. It's hard to say. Probably a few dozen, but they're not always here at the same time. That's the thing. He's always got us out on patrol. He's going out. He's like trying to map Undermountain. He has us going to places that we would normally go and jumping adventures and looting them and trying to find hidden treasure and stuff. But so he's got a bunch of them. But usually there's probably only somewhere between 10 and 20 here at a given time.
Okay. Do you know of any safe place where we can rest for a little bit?
I've been sleeping in this little storeroom looking for food.
All right, move aside. We're coming in.
So that's been okay for me. I don't know.
Do you know any?
You would fit in here?
Do you know anything about Czar's dragon or drake? Does he have a drake or a dragon?
He does not have a dragon. He keeps telling people that, but I'm a kobold. I speak Draconic, and I went and tried to talk to that dragon, and it does not speak Draconic. It is a drake, which is
it's
those
a
are
drake.
scary, but it's not a dragon. Dragon's
Not a dragon.
off.
Yeah,
I
I
didn't
thought
say
so.
anything.
It might just be really stupid.
Yeah, I thought it was PR.
Yeah,
You mean
he's
the
been
kobold
telling
we're
people,
talking to?
and he's been telling all the guys in my tribe that he's a dragon. But guess what? We don't get to really get close, and because dragons are a big deal to us kobolds. But yeah, he keeps it locked up. He's got a kennel with a bunch of weird creatures in it.
That's good to know. Anything else we need to ask this guy?
Yeah, what can I do to help? Your enemy is my enemy. Your enemy is my enemy. That's a given.
Do you have a map?
I do not have a map. I could tell you.
Could you tell us where Czar is?
Yeah.
I am not certain of his exact location. He's got kind of a throne room to the south of here.
Do you
He
guys have
frequently
any?
hangs out in there, or I think his private chambers are off of the throne room. We, like the kobolds and goblins, we have our quarters to the east of here.
Do Czar's men have any passwords or anything they use when walking into a room so they don't accidentally attack each other?
I don't really know all the details. They don't really trust us kobolds with as much as the goblins. It's really not been a great deal for us. The goblins really push us around a lot.
Would you join us in throwing off the yoke of the goblin oppressors?
No offense, but I'm not so certain how successful you guys are going to be. I wish you the best of luck, but if I'm seen with you guys, I'm dead.
You saw how we took care of those
That was a good
goblins,
shot.
right?
Yeah, that was great, but these are the guys guarding the back door. There's a lot more of them. Great job there,
All right.
but let's not talk down what you did. good show, but like, that Tsar is a
Anything,
mean guy.
anything else you think we should know? Oh no. Please stand by while we figure out what's going on.
All right, I see Jason.
Hey.
I see Sarah.
Let's give it a second for
I see
everyone to
Fire.
pop
I
back in.
see Rain.
Coming back.
Kitty.
There's a cat.
Kitty.
Cat.
Bianca, get in here. You can bark at a cat.
Two
Okay.
cats, because Steve's
Kitty.
So-
Oh,
So
it's a
what was I
puppy.
saying?
Who knows?
Anything we should know about anything you can do to help us in our quest to check out Tsar and overthrow
Well, like
him?
I was saying, he's got his throne room is to
I'm
the
not
south
shape
of here.
changer, but I will take advantage of this to let my cat play for me.
All right.
So his throne room is south of here.
You could have
And
done
like
that when the
I
rats
think
were
like
here.
his quarters
Yeah.
are off of that. I haven't
He
that's
didn't
not
come
really
show up until now,
where
though.
we get to go.
All right.
That's a cat
So
for
he's
you.
to the south of here.
Yep,
Pretty sure.
not very helpful.
He keeps that. So he's to the south. We all live off to the east, and the he's got like his kennel with that dragon, and other creatures are to the south of that.
All right.
I don't know. There's a bunch of rooms that we're not even allowed to go into. Like there's one like just off in the corner of this place, and like Tsar says those are off limits, and we don't really know why.
At this point, I'm
Oh,
just
is that
waiting
the
for
one to
DM
the sort of
come back
southwest corner?
Yeah.
and see that I have been turned into a cat.
All right. Anything good in the storeroom that you think we could be able to use, or is it just you?
Oh
and
yeah, I found this, and he pulls out a box of what seems to have previously been moldy bread.
Cat. Aw.
Nice.
There should be
We're having a cat
D&D.
summit here.
Everybody go get your cats.
The rats we killed the rats already. Oh, and a dog. This is the greatest D&D game ever. Oh my goodness.
You are kind of kid.
I got nothing.
It's taking these guys so long.
Poor cat.
So yeah.
So I think that's what I know. I mean, this
Okay.
Tsar guy, he's
All right, so you're gonna hang
No,
out.
we can't hear you, Dan. We can't even see you.
I can
Really?
I can't hear Dan.
see them.
I can see Dan, but I can't
I can
hear
see him.
them.
It's awesome.
Jason,
that
aren't we
way.
talking to you?
Yeah, I can hear you, Dan.
I hear
now
you.
I can. Yep.
Oh, now I
Okay.
hear you.
We haven't changed anything.
we haven't changed.
Now I
nothing.
can hear you.
Yeah.
No.
The
you're
cats have
fine.
ruined everything.
We were very confused.
Cats-
We kept
the-
explaining things, and Sarah's like just talking to her cat, and we're like, okay.
No, we could hear you, but Sarah was very focused on the
Sounds like
cat.
not
then.
everyone could. So
Okay.
I think there was some. I think Roll20 had a blip.
Okay.
So is the guy, kobold, our kobold buddy? Is
Hey.
there anything else that he wants to tell us, or should we
I
just?
don't know. What do you want to know?
Are you going to just hide in here, or are
That's
you
kinda my
going
plan.
to take off?
Listen, I'd like you to spread the word if you see anybody else that we let you live. There's a few other people we've let live when they surrendered. Surrendering to us is a great option.
Got it. Surrender. Sounds great.
I'm sure they'll take a lot of advice from the guy who's lurking in the closet with a knife and fork.
Well, they can take advice from
Hey, I
him
used
or
to
all these
be-
dead guys.
Extremely influential in my tribe before this Tsar guy showed up.
Used to be, he says.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Tsar killed my uncle, and he kind of, that
Tsar
hurt.
killed everybody's uncle. Come on, you got to have a better backstory than that.
I mean, that's my situation. I feel like you're making light of it.
A little bit.
He loved his uncle.
Yeah, I did. Big Mike. R.I.P. You
So there's not room for us to sleep in that little storeroom?
I mean,
I can't actually see how big it is from here.
it's pretty small.
Just
Do we gain an action point, by the way, having completed that last combat?
Yes,
You
you
do.
get a milestone.
You have also gained some experience points, which I have tracked for you.
Gain some what?
Experience points.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
We don't care about those because it takes roughly 700 years to get up a level in this game.
You need 691 more experience points.
How many
Is
do
that
we
gonna
get for
happen
killing
before-
this guy?
Before
got-
next time?
Nope. You got 112 for killing these guys.
No, I mean this guy we're talking to
But we
now.
still need to rest if we intend to.
This guy would be worth a pretty fractional amount of experience
Oh.
points.
Yeah, I'm down to 1 healing surge, so
What if
I
I
really
just
don't want to run into any
fork
more
out
guys.
of his hand. Can I get like 10
I mean-
XP for that?
You guys are welcome to sleep in here, but no promises that Zara's next patrol isn't gonna stumble across things. I mean, you did just murder like 4 or 5 guys out here.
Well, let's throw him in the pit.
You could do that.
Where's the mechanism to close the pit?
I mean, it was like a bunch of planks.
Oh, okay.
Mechanism is
So
at
it
the
wasn't
bottom
like.
of the pit.
All right, it looks
Mechanism
like
is
a
a
trap
strong
door in the
word.
picture.
Okay.
It was not a very sophisticated trap.
I think it's working. Is it working?
I can hear you.
Yes.
We're not cats anymore. This is
Okay.
I'm
this,
sorry.
this is
Sorry to
less
disappoint.
fun.
The game is ruined.
I'm leaving now. Bye.
Bruce wins out.
Everyone's got their
podcast
threshold.
This cat cast is over.
Yeah. I mean, you're welcome to my storeroom. Personally, I wasn't gonna hang out there too long. If I get caught here, I'd kind of be in trouble with not being working and looking to steal food.
All right,
Well,
I'm going to start
I think-
shoveling the goblin corpses and the rat bodies into the pit.
I was going to
Do
say
you
we should
have a-
sleep down there.
Do you have a shovel?
No, I'm going to use my shovel-like hands.
Okay, you're at disadvantage by doing that.
All right, Lindstrom, that's going to take you a little while to do it. There are a lot of goblin and rat bloodstains throughout this foyer,
Do you have a
so
mop?
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's going to be a challenge.
Oh, foyer.
How many points
It's a
have you
foyer
gained
now.
from
Like there
janitoring?
weren't already bloodstains in here. It's under.
So I would like to go to this southwestern corner of the room and listen in on this door and consider, since this is where the kobolds have been told not to go, I'd like to find out what's in there.
Okay, the door it's closed.
That's not where the Drake
Okay,
is it?
Can I listen? No,
Yeah.
he said the Drake is off of the kobold quarters, I think. Or the goblin quarters.
Short rest to recharge our encounter powers and such.
Yeah,
only
you
takes
guys
about
can spend 5
minutes.
minutes or a couple minutes.
We could probably do that in the closet without attracting too
Yeah,
much attention.
you can do that.
All right.
5 minutes in heaven.
Probably talk to him for 5 minutes.
Sure, you can
I'm
do
Yeah.
gonna take a 5-minute cat nap.
Yeah.
Good idea.
Now, the important thing to think about is that, you guys are kind of behind enemy lines here, right? So, you could try sleeping in the storage room, but you could also, there's the chance that you could be detected there. Right?
I don't think
Because
anybody needs to sleep, but we do need to take some healing surges and
Sure.
so forth.
there's
Well,
a
we need
big
sleep,
difference
alright.
between taking 5 or 10 minutes and sleeping for 8 hours, right?
Right.
I guess.
So should we go back up to the laboratory? Or does that still count as enemy territory?
I think you might have to retreat quite a ways to be safe.
Everything underground is enemy territory.
Like, yeah, into the basket.
Is somebody out of healing surges? Is that why we're discussing the long
I
rest?
I only have 1 left.
Yikes.
Well, I have 5 left.
Can we get in the pit and
I
close
can
it above
grant-
us?
We're not all gonna fit.
Oh, I don't
Will
know.
it'll just be
10
fine.
feet, we could stack.
How do we know there's not like a secret trapdoor inside the pit for rats?
Also, Alestrin has just
There's
filled
no
the
crap
pit
down
with,
there.
the pit with goblin corpses. So
Well, it'll be nice and comfortable down there.
Peter, while you're taking that short rest, you are welcome to sort of saunter over to that door and take a listen. Can you roll perception for me?
I understand
Sure.
he gets a bonus from that.
That's an 8. So it
It's
sounds
a
like a
9.
door.
Sounds like a door.
Sounds like a door.
It is closed.
That cat
You
is
have not
very
tried the lock or anything.
Maybe somebody who's more capable to check and see if this is an unlocked door and if it's trapped would be good.
Hey, Flessa, you want to go check it out?
No, I'm not good at this. You always ask me, and I'm not good at it.
All right.
I'll try.
She's not the one.
You got them little fingers that they look dexterous.
All right. I'm gonna take a listen at the door.
Perception.
Okay.
Yeah, I forget what my perception bonus is. It's something. Perception. I get a +5 to perception. I like that.
+1.
I get a crit +5.
Don't forget the +1
Oh,
bonus.
Critical
I guess I am
listening.
better at than you are. I was
It is.
mistaken.
It is dead silent on the other side of that door.
Dead silent?
Emphasis on
Is
dead.
it trapped? Can we check for traps?
Creepy.
I would say Rizwin's pretty thoroughly percepted this, and she sort of like took a look at the door, took a listen. Doesn't seem to be trapped. Doesn't seem to be any noise coming from the other side.
Well, let's open it up then. I opened the door.
All right, so you're
Wait,
gonna
did we
open the
did we
door.
take our 5-minute rest, or are we just?
Yeah, you did. You can do something. I mean, like
cat naps.
you're doing. You're having a moment where.
All right, let's
okay.
take a moment.
So you open the door, and it's locked.
Of course.
I
Wait a
thought you
minute.
said it wasn't.
Good news.
I said it's locked. I
not
said
trapped.
Not trapped.
Hey, did we have healing
Oh, I
bonus
see.
to our
All right.
healing
So
surgeons, by the way?
so Flessa can unlock the door.
Lucky
Yes.
Flessa.
Steve asked an important question about bonuses to the spending of healing surges.
Does anybody give us bonuses to healing surge usage?
I do if I cast a particular spell, a
Okay, we
healing
don't-
word, which is an
Just
encounter.
in general, if you.
I mean,
Have
you
you-
can do that. You guys just have to wait longer.
I mean, like some of us has the ability to give everybody +1 perception within a certain range, so I thought maybe.
Yeah, aren't you
Healing
special? You're very special.
Thank you. But about the healing,
No, I'm not that special. I'm sorry.
no. Oh man. Well, maybe
I
someday.
know. Someday I hope to be that special.
We'll work on that.
All right, so I made a thievery check to try to unlock the door. I assume that thievery is the check to make.
Yes.
Yes.
I got a
critic-
31.
Wow. Yeah. You
Critical thievery.
kind of look at it and you like poke at the lock for a second, and it just pops open. It's not a very.
Hey guys, if you just turn this deal, the whole thing opens up.
Yeah, your lockpicking skills are pretty immense.
Oh, it's got a knob. I know this.
So you open the door into what appears to be a spare room.
I am not opening
and
the door.
In it seems to be largely empty, but as your eyes sort of adjust, it's very dark in there. As your eyes adjust to it, you notice that it is filled with a mass of webs. There's just webs
Ropey
here
strands.
and there.
Go away. Let's go back
Strangely
upstairs.
enough, there's a bunch of just broken, what look like broken brooms, like all over the floor. Like somebody maybe tried to spend some time brushing out these cobwebs, but they were pretty resilient cobwebs.
World's
sleep in
worst
there like
game of
hammocks.
Quidditch.
Peter, I would say that something shiny catches your eye in the webs.
Don't let Flessa see it. She'll be.
I
in
was
there.
going to say,
Can I-
I'm
can I
behind
look?
him, so I probably don't see it.
Is it a
Well,
glistening
can I
drop
look and
of
see
venom
what it
from a
is?
spider's fang?
What did you
Can
say?
I roll perception or something?
Sure.
Or something.
It looks shiny.
It looks shiny. You might need
Did
to
you
get
say
closer
shiny?
to know what it is.
No, don't say shiny.
I'm not me.
All right, I'm going to get up here so I can see what's going on in the room here. And I
With your
too,
low light
I
vision.
too spot this shiny item floating
Shiny.
about. I mean, this totally bland, non-shiny item on the floor here.
All right, what's your
Sparkling
perception roll tell you about it?
It tells me to the tune of 31.
Critical seeing.
Nice.
You think that there is a gem stuck in the webs there. You also notice with that 31 a pair of boots kind of mixed in with the scattering of broken brooms on the floor.
Boots, brooms, and gem.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Can I reach any of the web material? Is it in close proximity?
If you're standing at the doorway, you could definitely reach some webs. It's pretty heavily packed with webs.
So let me float.
Uh-oh, he got taken by the webs.
All right.
Could I shoot? Could I hit the web
Wait.
with, or rather hit the gem with a web-tipped arrow and then pull it back with the rope?
I can handle this with magic.
Sure. You're gonna need to roll for it.
I'll say anything to make you stop talking about this.
I love it. I'm all in favor.
Yeah, that sounds cute. I love that you, because normally people are like, I want to do something super rope. It's like, no, let's combine that with doing something silly with an arrow. And let's get some
I've
spider
defined
web.
the
Let's
stupid
get some
thing I wanna
spider
do with
web in the
rope.
mix and just see how this plays out.
What
Well,
sets
let's-
me apart is defined stupidity.
Roll a dexterity check. So roll a d20 and add your dexterity modifier.
Olestrin, before you shoot that arrow, would you like that gem magically levitated out of the room?
No. He's got this under control.
That's
Because I can do that.
Oh no, let's do that. And the boots too.
I want to see the arrow.
All right, I sort of hear that out of the corner of my ear, but I'm already like notching up the arrow.
Just like
with
notching the arrow. Well, Melik's just like.
And I was like,
I like the idea also that elves have corners of their ears.
Yeah.
it's all corners, man.
Yeah, it's all corners.
Doors and corners.
That's a
You know the
23
corner,
to hit
not a
that gem.
point.
All right, and you were aiming for the gem.
Yes.
All right.
indeed,
Well,
I
it
was.
helps that the gem is a pretty good sized gem. You figure it's probably worth a decent amount. You've got
Right.
the gem.
Love that. I pull it in, and is it a nice gem? What kind of a gem am I looking at?
This is a good sized ruby that you would value at probably a good 50 gold pieces.
Pretty.
So I turn to Melik and I just smile.
Melik, how about those boots? Can you pull those boots out for us?
Yes.
You don't want
Do
to
they
let
still have feet? Do they still have feet in
It is
them?
but a thought. I am an amazing wizard. You asked me to retrieve boots?
I conjure a spectral floating hand.
Screw you and your web tip arrow.
It reaches in, picks up the boots, and carries them out. Then it drops them, let's say, at Peter's feet.
All right. As you drop the boots, another gem falls out of the boots.
Oh, come on.
Melik's just like,
Yoink!
Nice. I picked that up.
No,
Is
it's
that my
too late.
feet?
I got it.
All right. So both
No,
of these
that's true.
gems
I don't think so.
seem to.
All right,
be
I hold
doing-
up a card that says 2 on it.
Would you like to know what the mage hand does now?
I think I can guess.
I've got some words for the mage hand. Should I talk to it?
If one of you find people who with skills in Arcana would like to examine those boots, you might find something of interest of them.
I got a 14.
I have a 1, so.
Well, all right. Melik, who
Oh, Monty.
knows everything arcane, would immediately recognize these as acrobat boots.
Oh, look at that.
You see those pointy toes? The bell on the end?
It's all about the points.
These are acrobat boots.
So, what acrobat boots?
Neat.
Acrobat boots are pretty common items that you'll find. They allow you to, as a minor action,
You got a common item.
common magic item.
yeah, they're magic. Magic being the operative word there. As a minor action, they allow you to stand up from prone.
I can do that without boots.
No, you can't.
As a minor action, not as a move action. As a minor.
Nice.
I could have used that when I was down in the pit, let me tell you.
And you gain a +1 item bonus to all acrobatics checks.
Estimated MSRP 520 gold pieces.
Don't cheapen it.
So this is the point when I say I'd like to take the rest with a gift certificate.
So they're at my feet, but I am
I own them.
but I'm so grateful to Melik that I suggest perhaps we should give them to Flessa.
I think we should give
They
them
do
the
have to be worn as a pair. You can't split this.
1-on-1.
Hey, anybody want this?
Do you think
spare
we're
gem?
animals, Tony?
Now, I believe one of the traits of magic boots is that they change to fit whoever happens to be wanting to wear them at the time.
Yes.
Indeed, they're perfect
I think
size.
I think Flessa could really use these, and she'd be even more awesomely acrobatic.
I think so
concur.
too.
All right, so Flessa, you have
Hooray.
won yourself a pair of acrobat boots. They do shrink to fit your petite feet perfectly.
Oh my god, that's awesome. I take them off and put them back on. Take them off.
They
and
don't,
put
they
'em
don't change size when you take them off again.
Oh,
She takes them off, hands them to me. I put them on. Then I, with my huge feet, then I take them off, hand them back to her. She puts them back on.
No more magic.
Oh.
This has 1d4 charges.
So with a minor
Oh,
action,
fine.
I will pat Flessa on the head yet again.
Blessa, you should make note that your acrobatics is 1 better, and that you now have this ability to stand as a minor action, and we'll generate a fancy character sheet for you with your new item at some point.
Nice.
I believe that may be the first magic item you guys have picked up here in the Undermountain.
Well, the book with no
think so.
writing.
Yeah, we're pretty sure that's magic.
I've got a book in
That
there.
was totally awesome.
congrats, guys.
All right. So you have checked that room. Have you made a decision as to whether or not you would like to take a rest?
I want to take a rest. Maybe we should just go back up to the tavern though, because it's
Anybody
not that
want
far
this
away.
other gem that's on the floor here, or should I just take this?
Oh, I took that gem.
Oh, you did. Okay.
Yeah.
No,
I got
Peter,
that.
can we assume that you will basically be
The bank.
the bank for the adventure party, and you'll be, as the upstanding member of the party, you'll hold all the money and then divide it equally among all the survivors?
Well, I'm hanging on to the
Of
gem I
course.
got with the arrow there because
Okay.
I worked my butt off for that.
You can take that up with management.
Yeah.
Well, I'll share it later, perhaps, but right now it's in my
All right.
pocket.
Guys, let's have an
As
in-depth
long as I,
discussion
as long
about
as I can
salvage rates
look at
here
it
at
from time to
Undermountain.
time.
Oh, you can look at it.
We can-
Who's of the opinion that we should go back to the tavern and take a rest there because it's probably a lot better to take a
It's
rest
safer, but I feel like
Well-
we just have to come back down and fight our way right back to where we are now.
there? Would we really have to
Yep.
fight it though?
Yeah, the
Probably yes.
goblins and kobolds will
They
just
would
refill their.
respawn.
Well, keep in mind there are, as Method just told you, there are wandering patrols. They're often being sent out on patrol by Czar. So there are probably groups of goblins and kobolds passing through this area who are probably going to notice the open pit with a bunch of their dead friends in it.
That's why I'm saying get in the pit, close it up, take a nap.
I would say that at the very least, they might be suspicious to what happened to all the guys that were stationed here or the other places. You guys did trash a large section of their operations.
We
You know
did.
that.
Did.
They
Yes.
used to have a fully functional laboratory. They used to have a great room where they kept their
They used to have a
prisoners.
scientist.
They had a classroom where they were teaching each other languages. Like you guys,
We
are
didn't
Let's
kill
go
practicing-
back
the
to school, guys.
yeah, you guys are practicing, like the stealth known as Sherman's March. So,
But the
So-
decision
Yeah,
is yours.
I think we need to press on.
Well,
There's only a
if we want to try to do a rest, we got guys that can can stand guard that aren't as damaged.
There's only a couple entrances to this room.
there are 3 entrances to this room that you know of.
Not including the trapdoor.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't. I think it doesn't hurt us to try resting. Worst case scenario, we get woken up with a battle, which is what we're going to probably end up with anyway.
I know it doesn't hurt you. Like you don't. It doesn't hurt when you try to go to sleep.
Well, the sleeper can stay in the closet.
Well, sometimes.
The
I'm gonna-
dreams are sometimes.
I'm going to sleep in the closet.
Richmond has decided to get in the closet.
That's right.
Yeah,
Good
I'm
night.
following.
All right. Yeah, I'll stand guard if they will stand guard over
Is
me.
there like a chest or something you guys could climb into?
I'm pretty
I
small.
probably
so-
could.
And then we can just kind of hang around in this room here and wait for things to come.
I'm nestling down between some barrels.
Okay.
As you do.
All right. So what's happening here? Rizwin and Flessa are in the storeroom.
Because we're the ones with one
Can we all-
healing surge.
Yeah, and
Right.
and me.
It is going to require. Like at least 6 hours, I believe,
Oh, there.
for you guys to sleep. So
Guys,
Ladies are going to stay in here. You guys can stay outside.
this is not a good idea.
it's like a junior high school
Well.
dance out here.
You guys go out there.
What is
We
your
got guys with
proposal,
one
Peter?
healing surges. What's your recommendation, Dragonforge?
Oh, I said I think we need to press on. I'm concerned that we're going to get found out here. If we're going to do this, though, we all need to try to hide in the storage room, not just be hanging around here in this main thoroughfare.
You guys
Well,
don't
I'm
think
behind
you,
a pillar.
You don't think you can pass as goblins?
I don't.
All right, so I'm going to grab one of the goblin corpses and hold it up in front of myself, just in case.
Are you getting it out of the pit? That's what you're doing?
Yeah, well, I'll, with rope.
Oh yeah, and an arrow.
With rope.
See how you do things.
The things adventurers,
Way to go, Hawkeye.
The things adventurers try to do with rope. It's clear to me
Things
that
we do with rope.
the average person who plays Dungeons and Dragons had never handled a rope in their life.
Nope.
It's like their soft hands are just rolling dice. They're just like, I don't know what rope is like. It's like a snake, right? That does what I want.
Yep.
Sometimes it's
That's
rigid,
exactly
sometimes
what
it's
it
not.
works like.
Yeah.
All right. Well, so the ladies have sort of barricaded themselves in with Method the kobold.
Hey.
So you don't trust the paladin, but you do trust this kobold. Got it.
I'm great.
Welcome to my humble abode.
He seems safe, if you know what I mean.
So because people are going to need 6 hours of sleep,
Yeah.
if everybody is going to get 6 hours of sleep, and
Yeah.
also we're going to have people on
On
guard, I feel like this is going to take at least 12 hours of our time.
Well, I don't need any sleep, is what I'm saying. So I'm happy to stand out here on guard and not get any additional healing surges. I don't know if there are others in that same boat, but we could presumably fight off anything that comes this way and let the ones who require rest do their thing.
Well, I don't need healing surges, but I do eventually need to sleep as a living creature.
Well, it's like 8 a.m. right now, so
No, it's not. We started out in the afternoon. Because remember, we spent all that time in the yawning portal.
but it was a long night at Peter Dragonforge's rumpus room, so we probably rolled out of bed or rolled out of sleeping bag or rolled out of papasan chair around noonish. I'm thinking.
Decisions.
If there's a better room to barricade ourselves in, I'm all for it, but I don't know. The lab had a lot of doors as well.
Hey,
So
I
can
got an
we-
idea.
can we
Why
all
don't we
fit-
go past the room with the statues, and then Melik can say the power word and turn them back on? Might
Ooh.
provide some level of. I mean, presumably anybody who's passing that way would know it already, but it might keep the lower level guys out of there. Maybe.
I don't know. I feel like we're gonna just come back here and we're gonna have to do this all again. That we fought our way in here, and they're gonna know that we're here.
That's true. If we go back that far, we might as well go back to the yawning portal because it's only like
Undermountain, man. Stuff happens. They don't know it's adventurers. Could very well have just been some random
All those
thing that
goblins
wandered in here.
Cancer.
I'm just concerned that
Well, they
Arrow
were
cancer.
working with chemicals.
like if we stop
Sword
here,
Probably
Just-
the rats got out of control. The rats killed all the goblins. And the rats were distraught about that, so the rats killed themselves.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great when you stage a crime scene. We like place the rats near the dead
Well,
goblin.
no, we'll put the swarm of rats on the frozen thing, and we'll say this is how it ended.
hang on. Excuse me, Mr. Kobold. I'm sorry I didn't catch your name earlier.
Method. Pleased to meet your acquaintance. What's your name?
I'm Melik.
Hi. You're like a wizard?
Yeah, I'm very much like a wizard.
Good for you.
Do you know this
I kind
area
of
of
wanted to be a wizard, but there's not a lot of opportunity for kobolds.
Yeah, it requires a lot of studying and also some dabbling in the dark arts.
Yeah, that's spooky.
And intelligence.
Hey, I get what you're inferring.
Peter.
I
you
didn't
know-
So,
know.
Melik, you were saying?
Do you know this area of Undermountain pretty well?
Kinda? I mean, kinda.
You can tell what we're trying to do, right? We'd like a...
You're trying to
reasonably-
overthrow Czar.
Yes, but at the moment, we're kind of looking for a reasonably safe place to like camp out for the night.
Look,
'Cause
I'm
we're
going to
not-
be honest with you guys. I would really love you to succeed vis-a-vis this whole Czar situation. I really don't like that guy. He's caused me and all of the people I care about a lot of trouble. There's not going to be a lot of safe places around here. You're like in his not even his backyard. You're like on his back porch now, right?
All right. In
So-
that case, my question
And
is...
like he's a big deal now. I mean, he just seems like some jerk, but he's got all these people answering to him. The goblins, like, they like his ideas about taking everything over. So like they control a lot of this area. Like, frankly, I don't even totally get how you guys got in here. This is like the back door. This is supposed to be secret. So like, good job finding that. But like,
Mr. Potato Head.
he's got guys all
Mr.
over.
Potato Head.
Yeah.
Well, there's a giant hole that goes up to the surface where there's a whole lot of people.
Yeah.
So my question is this: how
I
far
heard
away?
you talking about that hole. They had this thing going recently where they're trying to kill guys as soon as they get down the hole now. Have you heard about that?
Yeah, that didn't
Yes,
work.
we've seen that.
So
My
that's
question
working
is
for them?
this: how far away is Czar, roughly, from here?
I mean, like I was saying, his throne room is right south of here. Sometimes he's in his throne room, and then like he's got his own quarters right off the throne room.
All right. Thank you very much. You have been extremely helpful. I am now with Peter. I think we should just kick our way south and go to the throne room and try to get this done.
Yep.
Well, if boss says so, then you get to carry my corpse out of the.
Wait. What's your guilt score? Because you can roll that.
Yeah.
Peter, you've got some means of passing healing
Always
surges on to others, right? Do you have that ability? I seem to recall.
She got a
does, he can
14
do-
on her guilt check.
Yep.
Does Peter have the? I believe there's a paladin ability.
Peter does have lay on hands, which is a
Yeah, I think you can do that twice a day, or is it twice an encounter?
It's an at-will minor action that I can use twice a day.
I mean, so just
Clueless rogue, rules lawyer.
I'm not saying that you have to do this, or
Oh no,
even
three
should do
actually
this,
three times a day.
But you could theoretically give
I
two
haven't-
of your particularly sad friends a
Yes.
healing surge each right now.
Yes, so I have 5 remaining healing surges, and I can give up to 3 left today.
Of course, that would leave you in a potentially challenging situation.
It's true.
Well, I don't need healing right now. I'm actually fine. It's just that I only have one healing surge left. So if I get hurt while in battle,
Though it
I
is,
won't be able to.
Then I would need
will
to-
get 6. I have 6 extra healing points in my back pocket.
Just to
It's
clarify
really in my back pocket.
for relevance, Peter, you can do this twice per day.
Twice per day?
Yep. Wisdom modifier 2.
Okay.
If you look where it says 2, you're probably looking at if the front page says.
Oh yeah, wisdom modifier 2. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
So I've got 2 of those to
And
grant.
just the other thing to think about, you guys do have limited healing powers, so like I think the most that you guys have done in battle is probably, I think Rizwin might have 2 healing words, and then people have their second wins, I guess. But it's not like you're usually spending a ton of.
And they will,
surges.
but they all require.
That's true.
surges.
They do all, but everything does require a surge. So, yeah, I mean, like if you get eaten by a dragon, you're gonna wish you had a couple surges.
Oh yeah, I think we're weak, but
But
we're
Drake,
not
though, like-
dead.
Yeah,
Do we have our action point back, by the way?
I believe.
Yes.
You do.
Yes, you all have action points.
Speaking
All
of
right.
which, I actually think I'm going to heal myself since I'm still down at like half health. So
Oh yeah, you should do that.
yeah, I get an extra 1,
Oh.
Woo!
so I get
basically-
8 hit points back.
Basically,
That's
Rizwan and Flessa need to be velcroed to Peter's side throughout any future encounters.
They probably
No
don't
moving.
want to go in the lead. That's probably a given.
Wait, what was it that gave you 1 there? Was that some power you used, or
Healing word.
That was I have something called healing word.
and your healing surge doesn't factor into that at all?
I don't no, my healing surge does factor into it. That was just the bonus to my healing surge.
Oh, okay.
So I healed 8
Alright.
hit points,
All right.
which leaves me with 0 healing surges.
Ooh.
That's bad news.
Yeah.
Ouch.
That would, and since she is your healer, she would probably be a prime candidate for a little Peter Dragonforge transfusion.
Yeah. If you're healers,
Are you guys compatible healing search types?
yeah.
You just gotta stay near me, and I can lay on hands with a minor.
By the way, Peter
also do that
Dragonforge
now.
Transfusion, my favorite Emerson, Lake and Palmer album.
Yeah. Also, technically, I don't advise anyone to lay on hands with a minor.
Oh, no.
Boo.
Paladins.
All right, Peter Dragonforge, you are the leader. I think you should make an executive decision.
We're going. Here we go.
All
He has
right.
no hesitation. The paladin
What the hell?
charging into
I
battle.
guess we're going.
You guys, all right. Medford wishes you best of luck. Really kill that Zargax. Not a fan.
Czar's office is through this web room here, or was that a different room?
No, to the south.
No, it's down south.
Okay. And where were
I'm
we
gonna-
looking? Was the web room? Was that east or west?
That was this one
that was
right
this
here.
door right here, yeah.
All right.
So, DMs, what can you tell us about the doorways to the south here?
Big doors, double doors made of wood banded with some iron of some sort. Seem pretty resilient. There's also a certain touch of the ornate about them, as Method
touch of the
suggested.
ornate?
These lead to.
Tonight, a lifetime.
He's told you these lead to the throne room, so it's unsurprising that they have
It's
a little
early
bit more
dwarven primitive.
decoration.
I would like someone who is
With an arts
perceptive
and
to see if
crafts
they
flair.
are they trapped
Perceive.
and locked and what's behind them.
I'm
Plus,
gonna
it's
go
pretty
ahead.
perceptive.
Yeah. Flossie, you wanna try it?
Is it like an
okay,
omnibus
like-
door
Oh,
check
this-
roll that we can make?
The squishy rogue.
Hey, you guys, this might be helpful. Medford says, and he tosses
yes.
Yeah?
Peter a key.
That might be helpful. You're right.
You are full of surprises.
I do not
Thanks,
actually know
Kobold.
what it unlocks, but it's got to be something good, right? I mean, like,
Yeah.
Peter
I'm an NPC, right?
Peter begins to rethink his feelings about his racial hatred toward kobolds.
Oh, your alignment is shifting.
Mefford, thanks. Just to let you know, there's a dude named Smurgle who's thinking of making a sandwich shop at some point. He
Oh.
seems okay.
Yeah, the bugbears, I don't know. Things have been rough, but, like, I don't know. That Smurgle guy didn't seem so bad.
He's not so bad. He just talks a lot.
Okay. Out of character.
He reminds me of you.
It's going to be really hard for me to do a conversation between the two of them.
Oh, but I would like to see it.
Yep.
Me too.
You can help.
All
out
right,
by scooping
perception
up
on
those
this
water
door.
Rats here and taking it up to Smurgle for him.
I'll get right on that.
He's gonna need lots of cold cuts.
So he can take those rats
Perception
upstairs
on the
then.
door?
They're going to be much colder.
All right, so what's going on with this door here?
Somebody perceptive should try to figure out what's on. What
who-
can we hear?
who
And is
All
it
right,
trapped?
I'll do
perceptive?
it.
We should probably determine that.
I've got
Okay, you-
11 perception.
So do I.
Yeah, see,
That's
gonna
probably
be-
one of you guys then.
All
But
right.
either of us can get a +1 bonus to perception. I just like to point that out.
Jimmy.
Well, this is the first I've heard of it.
I don't know. Do you give yourself a +1 bonus?
Oh,
Yeah, that's a good question. Is my 11 perception, does that include the +1 to perception that I know? It's non-elf allies within 5, so maybe I should step back
Yeah.
and let Kay do her thing.
All
Yeah.
right.
Let Kay do
I'll-
it, yeah,
I'll
because
try
she
it
gets
out.
the +1.
Apparently, I can't buff up my own.
Okay.
Oh. All right. So +12.
So what I'm standing like behind
It's
Malak
because-
going, make
it's
sure
because you don't
check, like,
believe
the
your own
door
BS.
jam.
I got a 30
Woo!
perception.
That is
Alright.
perceiving.
So you listen at the door. You study the door. The door appears to be solid and well constructed, but it does not appear to be trapped. It does not appear to be locked. And you hear the sound of. It sounds like it's faint through the heavy door, but it sounds like perhaps some kind of casual conversation of some creatures chatting on the other side.
Awesome chat.
I relay this information.
And so you do.
Are there a lot?
Kill them! They're chatting.
We picked up some chatter.
I hate idle chatter. Let's kill them.
Well, I
What?
I would love to provide a cliffhanger and also find out what's behind this door, but ideally I would like to do it stealthily. Do we have somebody stealthy who could perhaps open these doors carefully and let us see what's on the other side?
I don't
No,
know that
let's
opening a
really
door
read it
can
up.
be stealthy.
You can
Can it?
Sure.
Open it really quietly. I just want to.
Well,
Is there anything we can do to try and make
know,
the door
fly
open
casual.
quietly? Yeah.
Unlock casual.
Do it real quiet like.
Does anybody have dungeoneering? Look at the door, see if there's something you can do to make
I
it
got
smooth.
dungeoneering. Is there some way? Can I fashion some sort of WD-40 like substance from dead
I have
rat?
dungeoneering.
Ugh, rat juice? That's the worst.
That'll make it squeak.
Ninjas from squeaking is my.
Thank you, Erica.
All right. I rolled 21 dungeoneering on
All
the
right, I'm
door.
out.
What can I do to make it quiet?
Dungeoneering.
What if they? Okay, you've examined the door.
You feel like you could if you're quiet and do it slowly, you could open that door just enough for someone small to peek their head through, stealthily like, and see what's going on in the room beyond.
I nominate the
All
kobold.
right, Flessa.
Oh boy. Okay.
Flessa, we're going to open the door very slowly, just enough of a crack for you to see through. Here we go.
All right,
Okay.
roll a stealth roll.
Oh boy. All right. Stealth. 23.
All right, you very quietly decide to take a look through that door. And as soon as I figure out how to reveal that door.
I'll describe it while you work.
Okay.
So
It's just
the
the
throne room
suspense is
beyond
getting better.
is a large chamber. It's decorated with some tapestries and helms and shields and broken weapons scavenged from Undermountain. It's kind of like a goblin was making an attempt at trying to make this place impressive, but the effect is kind of tacky and slapdash.
Goblin decorators.
You see two kobolds who appear relatively heavily armored, standing not too far inside the room. They seem to be standing next to kind of a strange feature. There seems to be kind of a large trench cutting this room in half. And there's kind of a rickety wooden plank bridge spanning that trench.
Is there an exhaust port at the end that looks easily shootable?
I'm gonna do the easiest thing.
I shoot an arrow into the exhaust port.
I'm gonna do the easiest thing for me for the tool, which is I'm gonna drop Flessa so that she can see that room.
Yes. And there's a hobgoblin standing on the other side of the trench. He just seems to be kind of milling around. There's some tapestries, there's some rugs, there's a throne, thus indicating that it is a throne room on the far side of the room. It's pretty well lit with torches, and you see several doors off of this chamber. In addition to the trench, that it's unclear where that goes.
Okay. But there's
So
nobody
the
sitting in the
hobgoblins.
throne.
There's no one sitting in the throne at this moment.
What are the creatures in this room that we can see? The hobgoblin? Is there any other creature?
There are two kobolds, and you would notice that all of these creatures are fairly heavily armored, and these guys look pretty beefy even for kobolds. And they all have, somewhat strangely, matching gold medallions.
What's the village people?
I could probably
Shiny.
snatch one of those gold medallions off them.
And I was thinking the Lestrin might
lift
want
it
to
with your
take out the
mage hand.
hobgoblin with his awesome sort of like take a shot
Rope.
through the door and whack the hobgoblin.
Lasso them.
We'll have to find out next
just-
time on Total Party.
Or I could shove them all into the trench.
There's that.
I love that.
Is that a reasonable place to conclude tonight's adventures?
All right.
I think so.
Bravo.
Jason, how many hours of stuff did we get?
That's 3 episodes, I think,
Okay.
right there.
Well, we did take a break, and there's some other stuff in there, but yeah, cool.
Yeah, well, they don't have to be like a full hour even.
That was
a short rest.
We've
They
been
can-
going for about 3 hours.
Excellent.
Great.
Cool. Anything else we need to figure out or determine this evening before we break up?
We should just figure out just to find the next time we can do this.
Okay.
Are we doing that now, or are we doing that with a doodle?
Doodle.
Yeah. Can you guys, Dan and Tony, can you send out a doodle?
Doodle.
Doodle, doodle, doodle,
And we've come full circle.
We can do that, so we should probably aim for about 2 weeks from now. Is that right, Jason?
2 or 3 weeks, yeah.
2 or 3 weeks
That'd
from
be
now.
great.
All right,
Yeah.
cool.
All right.
Dan and I will do that and send you guys an email shortly. Cool.
All right.
And we'll send, I think, probably the only person whose stuff changed. Fossa, you'll get a new character sheet. Make sure that you have notes of what your current, hit points
Yep.
And healing surges.
Healing
from
surges
both of
are.
you.
I have some kind of rock and gem in my pocket. Does that update my sheet?
I have made a list of all the things that Peter Dragonforge is carrying as far as valuables.
He's not carrying that. I have that gem.
I will start a second column.
Thank you.
For
Way to make our
Yes.
life hard.
But Peter Dragonforge, if you can steal that gem from him later, it makes my accounting easier.
Just ask
We'll
me to do it.
get right on it. Yep.
Fuss
By
will
all
take care of it
means,
for you.
make DM's lives easier. That's what this is all about.
All right, I've started one
Yeah.
column for party and one column for Alester.
Who's not part of the party now? Not part and parcel of the party.
I don't know
Not
if you
invited
still
to
get
the
a
party.
1/6 stake in the gold picked up then. Cool. All right. Well, you guys are doing good. There's obviously a bunch more stuff to do in Zara's headquarters, but I would say you're moving along. Yeah.
Yeah, we did good this time. We didn't die, and we killed a lot of things, so that's good.
You just set yourself up for death later.
Yeah.
Yep.
I still want what's in
With
that
our
bone
no
jar.
At an uncertain
our
date.
no healing surges.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
All right.
All right. I think that concludes tonight's session then.
All right.
Yeah, this is fun.
Well done,
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
all.
Dungeons Master.
everybody.
Thank you all
Thanks
for
for the
joining us.
Thank you,
Players,
guys.
players.
It's been Rio.
It really hasn't. This is a game we play with our imaginations.
And now I will miss you forever.
Womp womp.
Good night, all.
Good night.
Good night.